Hi everybody, happy Monday. Hope you all are having a great day, a great start to your week. Here we are by Glyneth's new house location, still kind of getting used to it. Oh man, I don't have a fishing rod. We'll have to resolve that. I'll have to go over to Nooklings and the first thing I grab is like a fishing rod. My volume's like a little loud in my earbud. Let me turn it down real quick. Yeah, we have Leaf here today. It's another rainy day. I'm so bummed about it. Like, can I get a break from this rain? Rainy season and New Leaf or New Horizons, any Animal Crossing game is just the worst to me. Like, please, give me a break from it. Yeah, let's see what Leaf has today. Hydrangeas and azaleas. Oh, okay. I actually think that, like, in general, like with Leaf, even though he's so cute and I love him, I don't know if I really have an urgent need for anything from Leaf right now. So a conversation between Chevra and Tipper. Seems more and more people are reading books on their phones these days. I don't know anyone who reads a book on their phone. I don't know what Chevra's talking about. Honestly, I still prefer reading books on paper. I know how you feel. These days, people are always watching movies at home, but not me, Pushy. I still prefer going to the theater. I love the smell of the popcorn and seeing movie stars on a big screen. And of course, I love getting dressed up to go out. Exactly. There's nothing like walking into a bookstore and seeing shelves and shelves full of beautiful books. Okay, so we're having a bit of like a nostalgic, like old-fashioned conversation, like back in my day, we went to the movie theaters. Back in my day, we read books. I love the smell of all that paper and the quiet sound of folks flipping through pages. Oh, I do like conversations like this. Anything that's just, I don't know, a little bit cozy and a little bit of a break from the usual dialogue, which I've complained a lot about how much they bring up like my side characters and stuff like that. Oh, thank you, Ginger. Yeah, I clipped back my bangs because my bangs are still pretty long and I still haven't gotten them cut. But hi, Ginger and Pikmin and Helly and Cody and Peter and Lunchka. Oh, you adopted a little cat and a large portion of your time is gone, Lunchka. That's lovely. No need to apologize for that at all. That's amazing that you got a new kitty. What's your kitty's name? What does it look like? And what are my turnip prices? 125 bells. That's not too bad, especially for like a Monday. Like, what if that rises? What if this week is my week and I finally get like a turnip spike? But yeah, we've got some cool stuff here. I like the magic kit and I like the whatever that is, incense burner, something like that. Got a cypress plant. But, oh yeah, before I forget, let me get that fishing rod so that I can finally catch some fishies. You left Chevra at your campsite once? Yeah, well I've never had her before, Dottie. I can't say she would be a dreamy perhaps for me if it wasn't for the way her house exterior looks. Her house with that like white roof is just perfect for my entrance area. I had to have her. But I do think she's a cutie, and that I had a feeling I would grow to like her. Oh, and hi, Helly. Yeah, my work today was pretty good. It was actually kind of slow today. I was hoping I would get sent home early, but it didn't really work out that way. But it was still a nice, chill day at work. Not too difficult. Speaking of Chevra, I guess, yeah, indeed, she's out and about right now. And I wanted to show off this area to you guys a little bit because I kind of refined it more. You see how there's like a harp up there and I planted some bushes and some, what do you call these again? Cypress plants. I planted a few of those up there and just really tried to fine-tune the arrangement of landscaping to where like I'd feel comfortable like moving forward with this area. Maybe that's even something we can work on today is expanding this area even more, and then maybe even adding like Tipper's house to the mix, because Tipper is also going to be up there kind of near Chevra. They're going to be like neighbors. Oh, and look at Tipper rocking her rainbow umbrella, adding so much color to my town. An evening stroll in the rain is surprisingly refreshing. I had no idea. Oh yeah, the bug off this Saturday. Awesome. That'll be fun to do on stream. I've never been especially good at catching bugs, but I will not let that deter me. Oh, and hi Sarah. Yeah, I guess it's getting late for you. Thank you so much for popping in to say hi. And have a good night when you drift off to sleep. And hey Joey. How are you today, Joey? And Peter, Ginger. I'm glad you're enjoying the community, Peter. Melba has the right idea for today. It's rainy and just another dreary day in Athalia full of rain, and so Melba's chilling out inside with some coffee. Oh, Melba. Make me some, Melba. I'm just unwinding, Toasty. There's a bug off this Saturday. Yeah, I heard from Chipper. Yep. Are you gonna try to catch some bugs too, G-Beans? I will certainly try. And Melba's studying up on field guides. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what bugs usually show up around my town, and there's like a lot of like drone beetles, like little green beetles, a lot of snails lately because it's been raining a lot. I hope we get a break from the rain on the bug off. How's that friend of yours from Citaloon doing? You mean my side town? Well, I hope I get along with myself, okay. Oh, and hi Salome. I don't usually watch your live streams as I'm French and it's quite late in the evening, but I watch them the following day without a doubt. Oh, wow. It's really nice to hear about people that like watch the VODs, because I do kind of take a look at like the numbers that the VODs get, and it's kind of cool to see that some people watch them. And thank you so much for watching in a way that you can, Salome. It means a lot. I totally understand about the time zone stuff. And hi Jaderade. Oh, it's great to hear you. Is there no audio? Oh, I must have turned my audio just down so low because it was kind of bothering me for some reason. Like the audio for the stream is probably fine, but in my ear it's kind of loud. Could you show us your map? Sure, Leowin. Let me give y'all a little update. I will say, just a little sneak peek of what's to come. I'm thinking of moving Glyneth's house yet again. Like, I think Glyneth's house is just a little too close to the entrance area for me, so I think I'm gonna move it again. But that's my map so far. My favorite villager is Dottie, which is pretty obvious from my username. Aw, Dottie. I've had her before. I do think Dottie is pretty cute. I love the bunnies. I really love like Dottie and Ruby. And yeah, I guess those are some of my favorite bunnies, really. It's a tabby kitty. Haven't come up with a name for her yet. I have some ideas, but it's hard to make a choice. Oh yeah, I know that feeling. Like, you really do want to come up with a good name. It took me a few days to come up with some of my cats' names too, like Pumpkin, just coming up with the right sort of like perfect name for an orange tabby. Oh, thank you guys for the compliments on that area. We could talk about movies and books all day. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that, Ginger. I was like, wow, this is kind of a long conversation. How long are you guys going to go on for? Oh, but I'm glad that they can relate. The bug off is so much fun. Oh, you've already done it, Therapy? That's cool. I wonder if it's something that we can do in multiplayer, because I remember there was this one fishing tourney that I did, which feels like a long time ago. The last fishing tourney I did felt like very early in the game, and I didn't really know what I was doing with it, but I actually think I had some people over for the fishing tourney, and it was a really cute experience, and I wouldn't mind doing that again for the bug off. Then maybe we could work together. I wonder what the bug off items are though, like are they cute? Like the fishing ones are? Oh, Joey, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, you definitely don't have to explain further, but just know that we're here for you, and I hope you do continue coping okay with whatever's going on, Joey. I disliked Tipper because I found her on a mystery island and from the back kind of looked like Portia and got excited. Yeah, well, Tipper's another one I kind of picked partly because of her house, but I've grown to like her too. Oh, and hi Cosmic Peachy. Oh, Joey, it's because you stream on Mixer 6 months down the drain. Oh gosh, are you gonna maybe move to Twitch or move to Facebook Gaming or something, Joey? Because yeah, I saw that news like right before I went live and I was kind of shocked by it. Like last year Mixer was making moves to like acquire streamers like Ninja, and I guess, you know, we probably don't need to go too into it because this is an Animal Crossing stream, but after all that they're gonna close up. But yeah, I'm sorry about that, Joey. Oh, I wonder what this fish is. I'm so excited to see fish in my rivers again, and I guess these pond skaters too. But the fish is hard to get to at the moment, probably because of the way I shaped the river. You know, I didn't shape the river in a very fishing beneficial way. Oh, the bug off items are cute, Therapy. I look forward to seeing them. Oh, it sounds like you have some funny stories for why you dislike certain villagers, Dottie. I tend to, I don't know, like I don't tend to have super strong feelings negatively towards villagers. If you ask me what my least favorite is, I probably couldn't even tell you. Like in general, I'm just pretty chill when it comes to my villagers. Oh, we've got Flurry here doing a little workout, some stretches. I wish I hadn't hung my laundry out to dry before this rain. Oh, yep, we're gonna hear a lot about this bug off, I think, this week. I think when we're talking to our villagers, they're gonna just keep reminding us and hammering it home. Flurry looks so adorable in the little hat and coat. Yeah, Flurry is one of the more, like, surprises for me as far as how much I've grown attached to them. Like, just as far as just how adorable she is. I really didn't expect my first experience with a hamster to fall in love so much because I'm such like a cat person and I love the bunnies and the sheep and everything. So the fact that I fell so in love with like a hamster, it's surprising me, but she's so adorable. Oh, Julian has some company. Julian and Nox are hanging out. I wish Julian had some music in his house, like stale cupcakes like he did in New Leaf. You should hear the sweet sounds I can produce with a Virgo harp. Man, I can't wait to get some of this stuff. I guess we have the Gemini closet right now, and I personally have a few of these urns, though I know I shouldn't have one of these urns, but they showed up in my recycling bin a few times. And then I guess we have these two. But yeah, I can't wait till we get more of these lovely items. Flurry will get washed away. Yeah, she was kind of doing her morning stretches like right on the shoreline. Flurry and Hamfrey are your favorite hamsters? Oh, isn't Hamfrey like the black hamster? Isn't tonight the first night for the cancer fragments? Oh, really? Is it, Jefferson? That kind of bums me out if so. I barely got any Gemini fragments at all, and in fact, I think I mostly just have pity Gemini fragments from, like, community members. I think some community members have sent me Gemini fragments, and I've just been doing terribly with my meteor showers lately. Alright, let's see what duplicate I'm gonna get this time. A simple DIY workbench. Sounds awesome. I wish I could just deny it. I don't really want to, I don't want this one. That's maybe one to sell. I think everyone has this one at this point. Bud is my least favorite villager. He was mean to me and city folk, and he decided to be a starter in my first new leaf town. Yeah, I'm a little unusual. I don't really have like any strong negative experiences with villagers. There was even this one time like I plot resetted Eric wrong in New Leaf, and he kind of like really set my town back for a solid couple weeks or month or so, and it was really inconvenient, but I actually didn't hold that against Eric or anything, and I even have him in this town as like a dreamy, so yeah, I tend to not take things personal. Alright, so we can continue checking in on the villagers just to see what's going on, and I wonder if I should bother going to do that wedding event today or not, or just get right to some decorating. But it looks like Winnie might be home. Oh, and hi Leah! Welcome to stream. Hope you're having a good Monday, Leah. Oh, look at sweet Winnie. Oh wow, apparently I haven't seen Winnie around in a little bit. Oops. You goof, I'm always happy to chat with you. Well, I'm sorry about that, Winnie. It wasn't on purpose. I have been really focused on decorating lately. Like I have been, it might not all be like good decisions, but I have been like working a lot on trying to landscape my town and like build up certain areas, and I'm a little proud of myself for diving into it and just getting started and making those terraforming edits, although as you will see, I do plan on moving Gleneth's house already, so already having a bit of a change of plan. This is where it is right now, and I did think it was good practice for the location, but I'm actually going to move it more up. I'm going to move it like up here, and I think it's going to save me some space and make it a little farther away from the entrance and just work out a lot better. Oh, I'm already dreading it though. I already kind of decorated it and everything. What was the casket type item you just picked up? It was actually like a piece of art. It's called a tremendous statue. And it's actually fake. I did buy it because I thought it looked cool, but I don't know if I have any like immediate plans for it or anything, but I did buy it because I thought it looked kind of cool, and then it ended up being fake anyways. I'm gonna take care of my inventory a little bit so I don't start kicking myself in about 5 minutes when I start doing things around town. Want to empty out my pockets a little. How did we start talking about all the villagers we dislike? Well, let's change it to villagers we love, or like happy experiences. Focus on the positivity with our villagers. Oh yeah, and I wanted to give Julian this toga. Maybe I can go pop back in Julian's house in a minute to give him the toga. And I wonder if the pond skater is new. Alright, I think that's solid. I think that's a solid amount of pocket depletion. Oh, and hi Hi, Pika. You're working right now. I hope you have a good shift, Pika. Hope it goes well. Thought it was a DIY or Gulliver item. Yeah, well, there is kind of a thin blur between some of the Gulliver stuff and some of the art stuff. I mean, does Gulliver even still maybe have like some of the old art pieces like the Merlion and the mermaid statues? So traditionally in past games it was often like Gulliver that hooked us up with statues, like the mermaid statue and all that. Oh, Eric! Eric's going fishing. It is a good time to go fishing right now. It is raining. And I think I might go ahead and load up as Soldrin, maybe after like a quick visit to Julian, because I want to pay off Soldrin's loan, and it's kind of fun to like walk around as her for a few minutes. I really like the character of Soldrin. I think she's really pretty. Oh, and enjoy your lurk, Titch. Alright, so let's finally give Julian this toga. I've been trying to for days, and he's been evading me. I hope he looks good in it. I'm sure he will. Oh, it'll even kind of match like the purple touches in his house, although currently he's wearing one of the outfits I've already given him, so he already looks pretty dapper at the moment. Oh, Julian is thinking of you, Joey. You know who I've been thinking about lately? Joey Splats. You know, from Gold Leaf. Oh no, I keep saying the wrong thing. I'm trying to give him something and I keep just out of habit pressing that first dialogue. But Julian's about to let me know about the bug off too. Alright, so finally, the moment of truth. Can it be a toga? Oh, this is different from my usual style. Oh, he looks perfect! The color is exquisite. How about this nurse's jacket? Okay. It matches his eyeshadow. And it matches this little magic set on the floor. Oh, he looks so good. He looks like a little Greek god or angel or something. Oh, cool. It was actually Peachy who sent that to me. Oh, he does, doesn't he, Ginger? One of my other favorite villagers is Bettina, an orange mouse. And she's a little chef. In a New Horizons, she gave me a Lily record player, which I had been looking for forever. Oh, that's a wholesome story. I know of Bettina. She often has really cute house interiors from game to game. A bit of like an underrated gem. Not a lot of people talk about Bettina, but I am familiar with her. She's a cutie. Alright, so we're racking up more duplicates. Really basic duplicates at that. He could go play the harp and throw some pottery in that. Leah and I were kind of joking that that new fancy area I made with all the pots, that I don't know, it looks like they're artisans or musicians that are like really, really fancy, and it's Chevra and Tipper that are gonna be up there like making pots and strumming the harp. Oh, look at all these villagers in the rain. Melba's outside now. She used to actually be inside with her cup of coffee. So let's load with Soldrin, and I hope I have enough money in my pockets. If I don't, I'm going to be pretty mad at myself for not dropping some. But I do really love my new character of Soldrin, my little princess character. That's an awesome look for him, isn't it? I wouldn't have probably thought of it myself, because I usually associate Julian with blue and not purple, but he's got that purple eyeshadow. Oh, and hi, Robin. Thanks so much for stopping by. Don't apologize for being late. We haven't done all that much yet. But yeah, I hope y'all are having a great Monday too. Oh, great. I don't really like going through the Isabelle screen with my side characters. I guess I get that technically they should get the same treatment as your main character, because they can be whole new characters, like belonging to a whole different person, but yeah, I find that the Isabelle announcements are kind of a waste of time. But yeah, here's her progress. She's already got somewhat of an expanded house. Oh, I got something from Sterling? Oh, I guess just for like expanding my house, I got like a little housewarming gift from Sterling. And I also like to use Soldrin to like order lots of things every day, like the anthurium plants and the simple panels. I guess I can use Soldrin probably to like learn some of these recipes that are just duplicates for me. I should keep that in mind. Sometimes I even just like forget about that, like my side characters being able to make use of the dupes. His favorite colors are blue and purple. Oh really? Where did you find that out, Peachy? Is that like in some sort of guidebook? Oh, thank you, Robin. Yeah, my day's going pretty good. Look at Soldrin over here in Glynneth's territory, a princess in like the peasant area. Soldrin walking around with her ladder. Oh, Winnie's outside now too. Alright, I hope I have enough money. I love how the garden ruins is looking with the tall weeds grown in. Yeah, me too. I was looking forward to that. I think all the rain that I've been getting has been growing some of my weeds up. You can also water them though to get them to grow. Alright, so I do have enough bells, but I think for the next, like tomorrow's remodel, I think I will have to drop some more bells for her. So we'll expand yet again. Oh no, I have to actually pay it first. Got a little ahead of myself. I remember back in the day you didn't used to pay your loans like via this ABD. I think there was actually like a point where you used to give it to Tom Nook directly. I could be wrong though, but... Oh, and I was about to deposit instead of paying the loan. Oh, use an app that lets you know how to gift them? Yeah, I should look into that. Is it like an actual phone app, or is it more of like, is that sort of info like in the official guidebook? Love when they wave at each other. Oh, I missed it. I didn't see that. Oh, and there I went. I just paid my loan and then just walked outside like I was done. I still gotta talk to Tom Nook. Yeah, I really hope to maybe finish Soldrin's house and like the entire like secret garden area that's like around her house by the time the hydrangeas are gone, because I really like the look of the hydrangeas and what they add to the garden, and I assume that they're not going to be in bloom forever. Aren't hibiscus probably coming up real soon, so want to get that going. Okay, so let's expand. Ooh, a loan of 548,000. This is when it starts to get more expensive. So let's go with aqua again. I think aqua is a good color for this like beginning stage of home. Alright, so that's good. Finished up with Soldrin. It's an app on my iPhone, really handy for lots of other things too. Oh, okay. Maybe you can share it on Discord. I'm not really familiar with it. But maybe if you just search for like Animal Crossing apps on your phone, maybe it'll pop up. Oh, and hi Moria, welcome to stream. I hope you're doing good today. Oh, look at Melba. Melba getting that starting screen spotlight. Yeah, let's load back up with Glyneth. Glad I got that out of the way with Soldrin. Sometimes if I actually like don't do stuff, like when I'm doing my dailies, I forget later, so it's good to just get it out of the way. I will say I've gotten a little bit afraid of like running out of space for other sorts of things with what I've run into where I've been working on the peasant area where Glyneth is gonna live, her like little woodcutting cottage, and I got a little alarmed with how close it was to my elegant like beachside entrance with like all the white items at the front of the town. I didn't envision them being so close together. So now I'm kind of worried that like I'm gonna run into that like as far as town building in general and like I'm gonna run out of stuff. So I guess if that happens, maybe I'll have to like cut back on some of the characters. Like I planned for 5 characters, but what if I kind of run out of room and want to prioritize other stuff? So that'll be interesting to see. But yeah, what do you all think I should work on as far as like a little chat poll? Do you think I should work on moving Glyneth's house over and working on like her new location? Or would you rather me work on that City of Is area where I might be like moving Tipper in next to Chevra? I guess either way, they're surprisingly close together, like I've been saying. A lot closer than I thought that they would be together. Doing awesome, home from work, got a pizza delivered and a bottle of wine. Can't get much better. Oh, that's great. Sounds like your evening's going wonderful. Oh, and our Radiant Gaming, thank you so much for the raid. Wow, that's so nice of you all. Hope you all had a lovely stream. What were you playing? Were you playing New Horizons as well? You just got the cancer table from Celeste? Oh, that bums me out. Gemini season went by so quick. What happened to Gemini season? But I guess that's also kind of cool that we're moving on to new things. I do have like, I guess 2 Gemini closets, so I guess that'll just have to do for now. Can always trade on Nookazon for more, maybe. You vote moving Tipper because I'm curious where her house will go. Yeah, I think that would be fun to work on too. I kind of want to put her house like up above, maybe like above Chevra's. I know that might use an incline though, but I'm starting to feel like, and you all will just think I'm the most fickle person ever, but I'm starting to feel like I don't want to use 2 inclines on the museum after all, perhaps. I mean, I can still think about it more. I haven't demolished them yet, but I'm starting to feel like using 2 inclines on the museum is a little bit of a waste. Oh, Lost Day! Thank you so much for that 2-month resub. That's so kind of you. Lost Day, thank you. Welcome back to the Forest fam for 2 months, and I hope you continue to enjoy those Animal Crossing emotes and your time here. Hope you to continue to enjoy the streams, and I really, really appreciate that support. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a great day. Oh my gosh, instead of talking to Plucky, I just like rammed her with my shovel. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Plucky. She looks so good in yellow. Yellow and brown is such a combo. Okay, so I was like, oh my gosh, is Plucky moving? And it's one of those, I got a knit hat that I didn't really need. Okay. Panic averted. Oh, and I'm not trying to fob my hand-me-downs on you. This is the new one. I like the way the Uchis talk, like the sisterly villagers. They talk in such a charming way. So what is this knit hat anyways? Oh, it's like a beanie. Oh my god, it looks so cute on me. It matches my shoes. Aw, thank you, Plucky. I'll wear it. I kind of feel like a bit of like a hipster. Like I feel like these like beanie hats are like hipster apparel basically, but I'm a cute little like foresty hipster. Aw. Thank you, Plucky. I have 0 Gemini fragments, didn't see a single shooting star all season. Ginger, that's so sad. I'm in the same boat. Maybe we need to help each other out. Like those of us that got lots of Gemini fragments. I don't know. I hope we as a community can help spread the love a little bit. Oh, and hi Pizza Gamer. You were playing some Mario Odyssey? Awesome. You're radiant? Oh my gosh, that's the best raid message ever. I'll be totally honest, like I have struggled so much to come up with a raid message for my channel, like I can't come up with one, and I love that. Radiant Gaming, perfect for a raid message. Ah, that sounds awesome to play some Mario Odyssey. I haven't played it, but I've heard it's one of the better 3D Mario games in a long time. Oh, you're curious about Chipper's house too, Joey? Yeah, we can get working on it. I got distracted by this fish. It's such a novel concept for me, having fish in a town. Like, I have fish again? I have to like catch a fish every time I see one. Bulldozing your town will make you appreciate the little things again. Like, once you've bulldozed everything and everything's just gone, then it's like, you get amazed at these ripples in the water. You get amazed at actually like seeing stuff in your town again, and I know everything's still a mess, and oh, there's another fish. Because I guess I can't catch every fish that spawns though, but yeah, I hope that, I continue to enjoy. Oh wow! Ginger, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Therapy Crossing. That's so kind of you, Ginger. You totally didn't have to do that. I really, really appreciate that support and love, Ginger, and also Therapy. I hope you enjoyed those emotes and the ad-free viewing. Thanks to Ginger. You're too kind, Ginger. Thank you so, so much for the support and love and being such a lovely person. It means a lot. Thank you all so much. I'm going Uchi hunting on Wednesday, hoping for Hazel or Muffy. Ooh, those are such good ones. Especially, I've never had Muffy before, but I've kind of always wanted her in a town because, she's such an adorable little goth sheep. That knitted hat will be great for your character's winter design. Yeah, I can't wait till winter to see, all the new outfits, and I got a little sneak preview of it like in last Friday's Island Visits. I visited like a winter town for the first time on Friday's Island Visits. Oh yeah, that is lovely, Radiant Gaming, and thank you so much again for bringing your community over here. For anyone that came in through the raid, my name's Amy, and I am a very predominantly Animal Crossing streamer here. Really love this game for its creativity, that you can just build your own world. I might not be doing a great job of building my world at the moment, but I'm gonna keep at it, and I also just love the community that this game brings. I'm a little nervous because the vibe that I'm getting is that I don't think that 2 inclines so close together is gonna look good. I wonder if I should do something kind of fancy and like have the path like curve around, and then, you know, I know that this house is close right now, but I'm actually gonna move it down. So I wonder if I should have some sort of path like go around and then meet up with an incline like on the other side, or maybe that's getting a little too fancy. I don't know, I'll have to think. but maybe instead of like the bridge kit I have in my pockets, I've been carrying around this little log bridge kit. I should swap it out for like a tipper moving house kit. Just recently got Renee and she's been growing on me. Oh, is Renee, what personality type is Renee, by the way? Is she an Uchi? Muffy's one of my faves alongside Pietro, both Uchis and Smugs. Alright, so I'm actually like a little uncertain what to do first. Do I do the incline first or do I do like the Tipper's house first? I guess in order to get up to Tipper's house, you will need an incline, and I gotta figure out where that's gonna go. So I'm gonna go get an incline kit to start playing around with that. Oh, and enjoy your lurk and your food, Jinico. Muffy's a queen. She is a goth queen, to be exact. Ginger, you're welcome. Thank you so much for your kindness in general and all you do here in the community. Oh, so the game stopped the rain? Ah, I didn't even notice. That's awesome. I've been so tired of the rain. Just found a Marina on an island. Oh, Marina's a cutie. Never had her before either. So we're gonna get... We're not gonna build the bridge for now. We're gonna get an incline instead. I bet Tom Nook is just sick of me. I do this to him all the time. I always get these kits and then I don't build them. And I like carry them in my pockets for days. And I am a little bummed that there's not like a white incline. I figure that as far as white inclines go, this one's like too casual for the city vibe I'm doing, and the brick staircase actually does have a fair amount of white in it. So I think I'm gonna do the brick one again. Oh, you can move a house and build a bridge at the same time? Thank you, Jefferson. I forgot about that. I think one time I discovered that and then I forgot about it. Renee's an Uchi? Oh, okay. I haven't had her, but I think I did remember hearing some people say that they started off with Renee, so that makes sense. I guess I didn't really pick up on it. You think maybe, like, the incline could just, like, straight up go right behind Chevra's house? Like, there could just not even be any sort of preamble? Maybe that would actually, in a way, look best, and Chevra's house would help, like, hide the incline, essentially, because, let's be real, the brick inclines don't fit my aesthetic to a T. They're kind of like just a rough, a very rough aesthetic of what I want in this area. I don't know if that makes sense. It's not a very pretty, like, white incline, so might as well. Oh. What? Aww. Do you all know why it's doing this? Is it because of Chevra's house? Aw, that bums me out. Come on. And now if I do it like one space over, that's gonna bug me, because then it's gonna really not be lined up, and then you just might as well not even put it anywhere close to here at that point. If it's gonna be like one space unaligned, I don't know, we can test it, see how it looks, but I'm already getting kind of bugged by this location. So yeah, I don't think this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it. Okay, so it was that one spot just right next to Chevra's house where it wouldn't let me. It does look, I kinda, in a way, I like how it looks there because it adds some visual interest, like, behind Chevra's in a way, and plus it kinda hides the incline a bit because the incline doesn't really match in a way, so I kinda like it. Maybe I should like pencil that in as like a possibility, and feel free to let me know what you all think, but I think I kinda like it, even though it's off-center. Oh, and hi Dark Knight, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good today. Got Lily today. She's a cutie. I have her in my Wild World town. Eric and Maple are your faves, Leywin. I've had both of them before too. Maple in Wild World and Eric in this town, actually. You have a gift for me, Moria? What could that possibly be? Do you play New Horizons? And QT, my favorite villager is fairly known in the stream community. My favorite villager is Melba the Koala, long-time favorite of mine from the Wild World days. She was pretty much my favorite before I even joined like the Animal Crossing online community. Like, it has kind of made me perk up a bit in a way to see Melba grow more and more in popularity. Oh, Moria! Thank you so much for that 2-month resub, for subscribing here. Wow, that's so kind of you, Moria. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the Forest fam, and I hope you enjoy those Animal Crossing emotes. And I hope your day just continues getting better from that majestic description you had of it, of having your pizza and your wine. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for the support and love. That's really, really generous and kind of you, Moria. I think the one square off isn't really noticeable. Yeah, maybe if I connect the two inclines by just like a single path or something, like maybe don't do a 2-space wide path, but do like a single path connecting them both. Maybe I can kind of play it off to be more intentional. Thanks for the feedback, Cosmic Peachy. That might actually be the best route, is to do the incline where I set it up in a few seconds ago. I think my favorite inclines is the wooden ones. No, they're basic. I don't think they're basic. I don't think any of the inclines are basic. There's only like 8 of them. But I plan on maybe using the wooden ones around like Glyneth's house, like the peasant area. So I'm probably going to use those myself too. Thank you so much for the hype and love in chat for Moria's sub. Thank you so much, Moria. Oh, and hi Bella Coon, welcome to stream. Hope you're having a great day. I'm working on expanding outwards just a tad to then be able to build up enough of an area for Tipper to go. I have to say, something that I guess I'm having trouble dealing with is the fact that as I'm working on these areas, it's easy for me to just focus on one area at a time, but I get so bothered when I see stuff like this little corner right here, and I know I'm gonna fix it later, but it's just annoying to see it. It makes me just want to terraform the whole town at once, but I just know that that wouldn't be smart for me to do that. And Bella, thank you for the follow! I'd have given you all the wine, but that's all I'm able to do for now. Oh, I was selling a lot of wine at Costco today. Did you know that Costco is a big seller of wine, Moria? It's one of our biggest products that we sell a ton of. Oh, you had to let your dog out, Helly? So we're almost done plugging up this area, and then I can start working on Tipper's house, or at least working on the incline. And I just almost forgot again that I can maybe work on moving Tipper's house and building the incline. I keep forgetting that. There's something like in my head that says that I can only do one infrastructure a day, and it's really kind of like throwing me off that I keep remembering, oh, I can do both. And part of me wishes I can round this corner, but I don't think it works that way. I don't think I can round it. There is the possibility though that I could like plant some pretty bushes or something on top of there, and the bushes could help just add that little extra touch above Shiver's house. Alright, so let's build the incline. I think I've made up my mind that this is actually the best place for it after all. I won't even imagine it. Okay, well, I'll imagine it one more time. Even though I just did. Okay, that's a good spot, I think. And I think now that I've built an incline here, and like I think I've committed also to building a few inclines in the like peasant area. I think I'm gonna have to take down that incline by the museum and just have a flat museum area after all. Oh, what is Shiver giving me? A sailor's tea? Oh, and hi Beth! Welcome to stream. I hope you're doing good today, Beth. Happy Monday. Guess I should pay off the incline. I have 30 grand. I'll withdraw a couple hundred. I forgot how much the brick staircase is. I moved Teddy today. He has his own little tiny honey farm. Oh, that's precious. I love that idea, Helly. He is a bear after all. Oh, and hi Simmy. Joining in for a bit before work. Thanks so much for stopping by, Simmy. I hope you have a good day at work, and I should go out of my way to wish you good morning since it's morning time where you are. Oh, look at this loan this fortune steadily decreasing day by day. Getting smaller and smaller. I hope I get a good spike in my turnip prices this week and I can finally start to boost my fortune more. Leah's giving her Teddy a honey farm too. That's so sweet. You all will have to like compare your Teddy honey farms later. Okay, so I withdrew more than enough bells. Oh, did I cancel somehow? I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's try this again. I keep like accidentally hitting the wrong thing. This is kind of driving me crazy. Okay, I'll be careful this time. Yes, you can. Alright, so we got ourselves another incline. Just recklessly building inclines with abandon here, even though we have a limit of 8 of them. I hope it works out. But to me, there's just something worth it about the fact that, like, Shiver's house is right here, and what if you, like, perch tippers like close enough to where you can see it in the background, and it's just like a little bit of like added height to this area, just kind of brings in another villager home into the picture. I think it'll be worth it. Oh, you sent me something in the mail, Pikmin? My mailbox is so close I can just hop right over. Well, thank you for that. I can always use more simple panels. What color is it? the gold simple panel. Thank you, Pikmin. Little honey farms. I'm slowly working on making my town bee and honey themed. Oh, that's precious. I have gotten the impression with your username Sunflower Bee, and I think you even posted in Discord that you painted the wall of your room with like lots of bees on it. That's kind of a little bit of a passion of yours, Robin, that you really like bees. I think that's a really cute town theme, like maybe lots of yellow and orange, and there are bee farms in this game, which has not been in any other Animal Crossing game. Oh, and hi Andrew! How are you today? How's it going? It's great to see you. And hi Holly Dolly! So, I wonder if I've built enough of a little bit of upper piece of land to start thinking about like where Tipper's house could go. Just looking at it, I don't think so. That's a bit of the problem with all this, is sometimes you think of like areas as being smaller than what they really end up being. They just kind of end up stretching out. But I do have to have enough room up there for like a villager house, and it's looking a little bit narrow for that. I'm gonna go ahead and get a tip for Tipper though. Like I'm gonna go ahead and start that process. And I'll have to think about how I'm gonna landscape around Tipper's too. Oh, Moria is not a bee fan. I noticed though that they changed the things that sting you from bees to wasps in this game, trying to make it a little bit more friendly to bees. When will you deliver the giveaway stuff to all of us? I do plan on doing that as soon as I can. We'll take a little bit of coordination and trip to the post office, and I do have a day job outside of this. So definitely, like, I'll probably message you once I send it out, Holly Dolly. Let's talk infrastructure again. And layout changes. Oh, okay, an island home. I found Butch on my villager hunt today and settled on him. Aw, Butch! He's such a cutie. I love Butch. You say settled on him though. Was he not your number one choice, Andrew? I assume not. Moving day for Tipper? Yeah, did that not work? Yeah, I think it didn't work, because usually Tipper shows up there. I think I need more money. So let's withdraw 50. Butch is a cute, grumpy old man. Yeah, he is, and I love that he's such a cute dog, too. Like, he's one of the few dog villagers that I have in my towns. Oh, and enjoy your lurk, Beth. Thanks for hanging out. Sure, Holly. Yeah, I can do that. Was just looking for a Snooty or Cranky. He's too much of a classic to turn down. Oh, I'm glad you think Butch is a classic. Okay, I had trouble finding Tipper a second. Should we talk to Tipper about this now? At least I'm not doing it at like 4 AM like I used to sometimes. Sometimes I'd be like, oh no, the reset time is at 5 AM. Let me drag my villager out at 4 AM. Tipper's so accepting of it. She's like, it's good to shake things up every now and then. Get me off this beach I've been on for weeks. Tipper's got like fleas right now. Like she's standing there with like fleas on her. I'll have to go and take care of those fleas. Do you think that she's still got fleas, like wherever she's at in town right now? Or do you think like now that I'll go and try to find her that maybe she doesn't have fleas anymore? Oh, she still does. Alright, let's help her out. Look at Leaf clapping for me. Leaf is like, good job. I was so itchy because of fleas. Thanks for getting them off of me. I owe you one. Is that it? You're not gonna like endlessly thank me and give me something as a present? You're just like, I owe you one. Aren't these paving stones absolutely fabulous? The plaza is the public face of the island after all, so we want it to look its best. I love Tipper like talking about this as like it's just the shining beacon of our island when it actually annoys like a lot of us that we can't change the pavement and we can't terraform it and we can't decorate it in any way. And Tipper's just over here like it's the face of our island. Oh, and hi Jay, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good today. Hi Shivi! Oh, you have class for a few hours today, but done with lectures. I hope your classes go well, and any homework that you have later. Something else I could do, which, you know, we'll just have to see like what ends up looking best, which is a bit of a problem because I kind of want to know what's gonna look best for Tipper's house when I'm standing right here, or even standing down on the beach. Like this is the angle I probably care more about. But that's not the angle that they're gonna give me whenever I start to like try to move her house. They're gonna show me more of like just a straight on angle, so who knows, maybe this won't even be the final time we move Tipper's house. Oh wow, Ginger! 5-month resub already? Thank you so much, Ginger, for those 5 months of support. I can't believe it's been that long, but at the same time you have been such a lovely member of the community for that long before New Horizons even came out, so I guess that totally checks out even though it doesn't feel like it's been that long. Ginger, thank you so much for those 5 months of support, and thanks for everything you do for me and the Force fan and being such a lovely person. It really means a lot, Ginger. I appreciate all the love today. Thanks for all the hype and love and chat for that. Finally dealing with my flower hoarding. I'm clearing all common flowers and only keeping 2 of each type. And for hybrids I'll keep 6 of each with just a couple exceptions. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't started dealing with my own flower hoarding yet, but I feel like I should at some point too. I mean, have y'all seen my blue roses? Should we take a trip over to my blue rose farm? Which is utterly ridiculous. Like, I genuinely, like, somewhat dread, like, the day that I will have to move all these. And it better not be a stream day. I'm sure you all don't want to watch me move all these. I will have to dedicate some sort of, like, I'll have to put on a movie, put on some music, a podcast, and just buckle down to it. Because that is what I created for myself to deal with. Like, yeah, I was just thinking, like, Tipper's house can either like go that way across Chevres, or it could even be like over here. So it could be kind of close to the town hall, which I guess kind of bugs me because to me the town hall is not scenic, so might as well not waste anything scenic near the town hall. So yeah, maybe that wouldn't be a good spot, but it could go there. I hope I'm not alone with not finding the town hall scenic. I don't know. It's okay. It's alright. It's no fairy tale town hall though. That fairy tale town hall was like my shining glory in my New Leaf town. I frickin' loved that town hall. That was my little like Russian church, kind of looking like the Taj Mahal or a Russian church, fairy tale-ness. I love that thing. And then this one, not so much. can't believe it's been almost half a year. Yeah, that's so wild, Ginger. Thank you so much. You honestly, you mean so much to me. Thank you, Ginger. Sell the flowers on Nookazon and make a ton of enmity. That's giving me that, like, you know that meme where the guy's like... Maybe. Alright, so... Why is this looking so awful? Maybe expanding outwards with the terraforming just isn't a good idea, or maybe it just needs a few, like, corners rounded, but it's not really looking that good. Or maybe it does. Maybe it would just look more natural if instead of being a totally straight line, I rounded a few more corners. Then that leaves less room for Tipper's house, though. Theoretically, Tipper's house could also even be on the flat land. It doesn't have to be perched up high, but yeah, there's a few different places I could go with it. So let's just see. Let me at least just imagine it, get a little preview for what her house is gonna look like in this area. It is so close to the incline. Well, we were just previewing to get like a little preview of what it would look like. Dang, she can go like right up against the cliff. I guess that's something to keep in mind. This requires even less space than I thought. Like, it actually can be kind of perched right there on the edge. I think right here though, I think this would almost line up perfectly behind Chevra's house herself, and like hers is just right over here, so Tipper's needs to either be like on this side or it needs to be on this side. It needs to be somewhere where you can kind of see it in the background. And I am kind of getting close to the cliff here. Too close to an incline, so do need to keep expanding outwards. How do you get blue roses? I haven't had any luck. Oh, I can totally give you some, Ginger, perhaps, because I surely have enough to be given away to community members. I have more than I could probably make use of. But the way that you get them, which not a lot of people I think get them from scratch anyways, but you do purple times orange roses, and then the red roses that spawn from that are considered special, and then you spawn those special red roses with each other to get blue, and it's like an insanely low chance. Like, I think it's only like maybe 2% or something. But I'm sure that like with some time and effort you could get there. Oh my gosh, Charlie! Charlie extending the tier 1 subscription through July. Thank you so much, Charlie, for that continued support. And my heart really goes out to you, Charlie. Charlie's going through a bit of a tough time, everybody, with like an eye issue, and he's even gonna have to have surgery about it. So just everyone keep your thoughts and wishes and hopes and love with Charlie during this time. And Charlie, thank you so much for that resub. Today has been really lovely with everyone's love and hype today. Thank you so much, Charlie. And I hope you're doing alright today, Charlie. It's great to see you. I went the long route for 25% blue chance from reds. Oh! I forgot what we were talking about for a second. You're talking about blue roses? Yeah, so apparently there might be even more than one way to get blue roses, which I wasn't fully aware of, but Blue Dog Games I think described just what I was describing with like the hybrid reds. everyone for the well wishes for Charlie. Even though the town hall isn't that interesting, I'm glad it's relatively neutral compared to the museum. If we can't move or customize it, it at least isn't that noticeable. True. I remember I was even more a little bit horrified when I saw like the dirt plaza. Like I was genuinely super concerned because I don't know if you all remember, but the very first peek we ever had of New Horizons was very, very early gameplay. It was like showing us only things early on, like bonfires and campfires and tents, and it showed the dirt plaza like for the resident services. And I was so scared. I was like, am I gonna have to try to work this dirt plaza into my landscaping? So I was actually kind of relieved when I saw that it had a more elegant form, but it still kind of bums me out a little bit that it has such a large plaza that's like unchangeable. Wish you could customize the town hall. Me too, Ginger. At least the pavement. Let me customize the pavement to white. So what's funny is that it's almost like I keep expanding like the wrong way. Like I keep expanding the way that isn't actually needed for Tipper's house. I keep messing up in that way. Like I need to get that little corner there. But yeah, I think that that's maybe a decent spot for Tippers, especially if my main criteria is that it's kind of an aesthetic backdrop to Chevre's. Plus, we found with my space issues that if I try to be fancy and like put it far away to give it more room, then that's just yet more room that's going to be taken up in my town and cause me more space issues later on. So I think it's best if I keep it nice and simple and close to the incline. Oh, you missed the dirt around the resident services, Andrew? I could see how forest towns would, honestly, I can see that. Like, there are some lovely, like, forest towns in the community. One comes to mind is Titch's Island. It has, like, lots of dirt paths. So I could see how maybe you would actually prefer that if you had that sort of town. Alright, so just trying to map it out a little bit so I can visualize it more. Might even map out, like, a potential path, because there will have to be some sort of pattern path leading up from the incline to where Tipper's house is. Alright, so is this it? I get so mixed up with like the dimensions. Oh, wow. I was exactly correct. So maybe I should equip the terracotta to like do that extra little bit of like path planning. And I guess the doorway is right here. Maybe I could do a little something like that, like a nice little charming curving path from the incline to Tipper's house. And Tipper's house will like look across this waterfall area. What do you all think? Do you like it, or do you think it's like a little bit, do you think it's too crowded or anything like that? Alright, so let's just do an imagine it one more time. Oh! I did the path wrong. But I'm starting to feel more and more comfortable with doing these moves, just knowing that I can always move them later, like sort of like what I'm going through with Glyneth's house at the moment, where I'm planning on maybe moving her house, so I am getting more and more comfortable with that fact, I guess. Okay, so one more imagine it. I've got my operation tomorrow afternoon, so hopefully everything will go well. Trying to stay positive, and thank you for all the good wishes and positive vibes. Yeah, best of luck, Charlie. I hope it goes wonderfully. I think it will. I think everything will work out for the best. I was scared from the first trailers as well. I wasn't into the camp and beach vibe, and the grass didn't even have the patterns on it. Yeah, I remember my very first thought was, it doesn't look like the Mario Kart level. The Mario Kart level is so gorgeous. We'll have to play that when we play Mario Kart as a community. I guess I haven't mentioned, I mentioned it the last stream that I did, but haven't mentioned it this stream. But thank you all so much for the support for our charity fundraiser, and we'll be sure to set up a good date for Mario Kart. I think this weekend will be reserved by the bug off, but maybe the next weekend we could play Mario Kart. Could you tell us the creator code for that design? What are you talking about, Leowin? I like that Tipper kind of gets her own personal incline, really cozy. Yeah, it is like all really cramped and close together, but sometimes you need stuff to be close together if you want them to be like objects that are seen in the background. Right behind the harp so that Tipper can be playing the harp. I like it, but I put an extra piece of terraform on that one corner. Yeah, I'll probably do that, Helly. Oh, the design code for the placement of the house, I didn't make one for that. It's actually just a black line around the square. You could probably make it pretty easily yourself. A Mario Kart level with the giant villagers. So hyped for the community Mario Kart event. Me too, Pika. I hope it goes really well. I'll try to boot up Mario Kart a few times before the events to make sure I'm prepared for it. Yeah, and thank you for the little tip about that, Andrew. Yeah, all it is like a transparent square with like a black line around it. Oh, and Pikmin redeemed a flex. I'm nervous. There's a little flex for you, Pikmin. Alright, well, maybe we should do it. Maybe we should go for it, see how it looks tomorrow at least. We can always move her back to the beach if necessary. I sure hope she likes it. And, it is interesting to think about the fact that, like, there's this wide open area that I will definitely consider this, like, beachside elegant city landscaping right here. It has to be. And so what'll I do with, like, this big wide open area right here? Where, oh yes! Look at it! It's so perfect! Shiver's house is gonna be in front right here, and then Tipper's house is gonna be in the background, like just right there. Oh, I love it. Can I just like time travel to tomorrow now? Must resist urge to time travel. I guess I could try to like landscape this area a little bit. I'm a little intimidated though, and it might require me to also make patterns. Like, I feel like this area is so wide open that just some flowers and furniture isn't gonna cut it. Like, I'll probably have to use some sort of patterns over here. This area's coming together nicely. This area's gorgeous. Thank you, Jay and Shivi and Andrew. I'm really excited about it too. In a weird way, it's almost like that area has been easier for me to like try to put together in a satisfactory way than like this peasant area. It's almost like I suck at cottage core or something. Like, I don't know, I'm just... Look at this area by comparison. Isn't it just so much worse? Like, I don't know. Why is that area giving me so much less problems than the peasant area? And I really wish that I could move Gleneth's house as well, because now that I've moved Tipper's, I kind of just want to move on to Gleneth's too, but I guess I'll have to wait until tomorrow. And I'm also wondering some other things about Is too. This is like the name that I call this city, is the city of Is. It's gonna have to have Melanche's house too, and it's gonna have Julian and Sprinkle. So I guess actually, now that I think of it, I mean, this wide open space being landscaping might not be the smartest. Maybe I should just continue spacing out more houses. Since I have this room right here, I guess maybe it can be like Tipper's house, next to Julian's house, next to Sprinkle's house. I mean, I could just have like a little neighborhood up here. But at the same time, part of me likes the idea of like putting Julian and Tipper like on this side, or Julian and Sprinkle on this side to like give them their own little area. But then that would take up more space. But well, let me just show you Julian and Sprinkle's house real quick, and so you can get the color scheme that I'm going with Julian and Sprinkle. Oh, thank you, Simi. I appreciate it. Makes me sad that I won't be able to play Mario Kart with you guys, but hopefully we could do another Mario Kart stream in the future when I'm recovered. Yeah, we can definitely keep that in mind. There's even like the idea of doing streams through Discord too, and like doing community things through Discord, so we could always do that too, Charlie, if you want. But here's Julian's house, and you can see how it has that like kind of white vibe, similar to what I'm going for the area. And there's Sprinkles, so they both kind of have like that white architecture, but they both have blue doors. So it's just a matter of where to put theirs too. And the last building that's going to go in the city of Is is Melanche's house down here. She's like my character that's representative of the area, and that her home is going to be like the best interior designing that's representative of this spot. Oh, some bottle mail. So got some bottle mail from Callie, and it's a peach chair. I already know that one. Alright, well let me know if you need the peach chair or any of the DIYs that I've gotten. I actually posted in Discord a little list of DIYs that are extras for me. I remember the struggle you had with the museum being visible from the beach, so I'm glad how smoothly that worked out. Yeah, I moved to my beach like I moved to my museum a million times. And I'm a little concerned because I just feel like my incline limit is going to come back to bite me. I'm really feeling like I should take away this like kind of unnecessary incline right here to lead up to the museum. And should go ahead and just resign myself to only using one incline on the museum area. But we'll have to see how that goes. I'm a little nervous about it. Like, maybe without this upper level, the museum could basically be on the same plane as these statues. So the museum would essentially be like this big stretch of land that would then have the statues down, the statues would actually be on the same ground as the museum. And I think that might actually work out. Thank you all for answering. I do have a YouTube channel, but it is a little hard to equally focus on both YouTube and Twitch for me. I do have a few uploads there, like some past streams that were uploaded, and a lot of Wild World tours. I did kind of dream address updates for Wild World before they even had dream addresses introduced a new leaf. My equivalent of a dream dress for Wild World was to just make it look super pretty and then record a tour of it. Guess what Soldrin's been up to? Seems they were all smiles coming out of resident services. I heard they managed to pay off a big loan. Aw. Yeah, hi Breakfast Feast. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you're having a good day. I guess maybe I should continue working on the City of Is area, since that's kind of what we're working on today, but I could also work on moving her house too, or preparing for the move. Oh, Pikmin, did you send me more stuff? How did you send me more stuff? You've sent me 3 things today. Do you time travel, Pikmin? No, just kidding. Don't want to call anyone out for a valid part of the game. I just didn't know you did time travel, Pikmin. I'd be down to Mario Kart. Yeah, I hope so. I hope there's a big turnout for it. I picked this, not this upcoming Saturday, but the Saturday following, and I hope that that works out for everybody. I'm gonna go take a look at these posters. Pikmin, you didn't have to send me posters for my own villagers. That's kind of you, though, but you didn't have to. I could probably get them via amiibos. So there's Tipper's. I almost forgot about that, like, default shirt of Tipper. She hasn't really worn it a lot lately. And there's Julian's. Julian wearing that toga. Alright, so I'm gonna put those up. And put some other stuff up while I'm at it. Some of this stuff is just things I need to sell, though. I need to just sell some of this stuff. Using mail in general is different from the Nook shopping mail? Ah, I didn't realize that. I thought it was all tied to the same limit. I'll have to keep that in mind. I thought it was all, like, tied to 2 letters per day. I was like, what is this witchcraft? Pikmin sent me 3 letters. Yeah, I'm gonna go sell some of the stuff and then equip my pockets for the sort of items that I could use to decorate Is. Oh, I'm so happy. Do you think I can even see it from the beach? Maybe a little bit, see the roof from the beach? Wow, I learned something new today about the mail limit. I'm glad that that came up because now I guess I know ways to send people more letters than I thought. I love the Australian punny names they gave to all the koalas. Yeah, they really did give all the koalas practically some sort of punny name, whether it's like Sydney off of Sydney, Australia, or Melba is, I think, a reference to both Melbourne and an Australian opera singer named Nellie Melba. And I've got a lot of like flowers cluttering up my pockets too. Do you think you'll use any of the little white shell lamps around Is? I do think so, yeah. Especially on the beach. I'm trying to think if I want to have too much beachy stuff, like on the actual like upper pieces of land, but I think I probably will like run out of stuff to decorate with on the upper pieces of land that are just plain white, like the white street lamps, so I think I will have to use some of like the shell furniture up here too. Now I guess for some hard decisions. Do I like the look of the piece of cliff like jutting out behind Chevra's house, or do I want to like cut this down? And do I want to start putting like Julian and Sprinkle on this side, or do I want to go over to the other side for Julian and Sprinkle? Part of me wants to put them on this side because then that would be like kind of another little cool section all on its own. So I think I might do that. on my last break of the day. Oh, congrats, Pika. That feels so good. Although, sometimes when I finish my last break of the day, I actually, like, feel a sad little remorse that I have no more breaks to look forward to, and from then on out, it's just, like, truck until the end of my shift. So, can be kind of mixed feelings with that last break. 2 for shopping on Nook Phone and 2 from the airport. Wow, what a revelation. Did anyone else not know that, or was that just me who didn't know that? Canberra was one of my favorite new leaf villagers, and Canberra is the capital of Australia. I never knew that. I actually thought it was Sydney. I guess I'm being a typical, like, American with terrible geography. The fact that I didn't know that Sydney wasn't the capital of Australia. I've started selling some of my flowers, getting out of hand. Yeah, and I remember complaining about it too. Like, I remember complaining early on that it was really hard to grow flowers. I think I just was being a little impatient, but it actually turned out to be much easier than I thought. Alright, Julian's house could even, like, I wonder if it could just be part of this little piece of land on the other side of the waterfall, just be like a little majestic touch to this waterfall. And maybe sprinkles could be above Julian's in that way. I guess it's worth at least trying to work this out. And then at some point there's got to be an incline going downwards, so I'm gonna have to use yet another incline on this area. Like, RIP my incline limit. Oh, breakfast feast! Thank you so much for dropping by, and it's nice of you to consider, like, coming back too. That's really sweet of you to say. And I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Thanks for stopping by. It's nice to meet you. Fortunately, I only have an hour left after it. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, I'm really, like, I'm so surprised that, like, I've been playing New Horizons for this long and I didn't know something as simple as, like, how to get around the 2-a-day limit for the mail. That's so weird. You sold over 100 flowers today, Leah? Oh my gosh. Is that like a lot of what you've been doing in New Horizons today, is just selling your flowers? I wonder like what all the different like flowers I'll end up actually using in town are. Like, I know that I do have some fancy like fairy gardens that are gonna come up too, like trying to make some very whimsical and colorful looking fairy style gardens, so I imagine that having lots of hybrids will come in handy there, but perhaps not as many like blue roses that I have will be necessary. I had no space left in my town and it was really lagging from the amount of flowers. Wow, lagging? Like slowing your game down? Julian is such a majestic character too that, like, I wonder in what way, like, is there some sort of way I can make his home placement look, like, extra fancy? Like, I don't know. It would be cool if there was some way I could dress up Julian's house in particular. Maybe, like, Julian can have his own little waterfall, like, separate from these other waterfalls. And I keep wanting to just take a step and start to move Julian's house, but I guess I can't. I guess I'll have to wait until I have Julian's moving kit. Let me see if I can start planning it out though. And one way to make Julian's house fancy would be to actually give it more space from the cliff though, so I don't want to like put it too close. So maybe I gotta push this farther back. It might look kind of cozy if I create essentially like a little nook next to the waterfall. waterfalls make the game lag too. Recently revamped my orchard and the revamp lags now. Wow, I've never experienced this. I guess my town is too basic for any like lagging issues, but my Wild World town Daffodilly, it actually lags. And by the way, I think someone earlier redeemed Pick the Next Town I Play In, and maybe for some reason I was maybe more focused on something else. I think it was Shivi. Yeah, Shivi redeemed Pick the Next Town I Play In, so I'll have to remember to boot up the town of your choice later, Shivi. I have a Switch Lite, so not sure if it lags more easily, but it definitely was around the areas with the most flowers. Interesting. I did a Zodiac Garden and Marble for Julian since he's a regal boy. Yeah, he is. I think that would be really fitting too. It's hard to plan it out though without actually having those items. I have the Aquarius urn and that's about it. A white or light blue elegant vibe is good for him, maybe even some white instruments. Ah, yeah. You're giving me such good ideas. Like, I know I have the white harp up there, and maybe the white harp could kind of be like what's leading into Julian's area too. Like, Julian, if his house is right here, he's kind of close to that white harp. Maybe I should just like nestle him like extra close so that you can see the white harp even closer from his house. Like what if I do something like that? Yeah, I think part of the appeal of this city is that it both looks good from the beach as you're walking along like the beach path and you can pan up and see like all the houses above, but I also want this area, of course, to look pretty like as you're walking around it. Like, I want you to be able to travel up the inclines and it look pretty as you're walking around there too. So it has to kind of fit a few different boxes. It has to look good from the beach. It has to look good as you're actually like walking around up here. Oh, you want to see Citadel, Shivi? You haven't seen it yet? Heard so much about it. Ah, that's so cool, Shivi. Yeah, we can play in Citadel later. I feel like part of the reason my town progress is so slow because I'm waiting for more items to come out. Yeah, it is kind of tough. I was kind of thinking that the museum in particular, since the museum is marble and a lot of those like Zodiac items look kind of marble, that I could have lots of those items around the museum, but I mean, how am I supposed to plan for that when I don't have those items? Trying to remember if that's the right dimensions for a house. I guess I could always go up here and check. So something tells me it's actually like an additional space up front. Like even though the houses look this shape, I think it requires like an extra little buffering space in the front. So maybe if I do that and then just shove his house one space backward. It bugs me to not have a rounded corner though. I have a white cello if you'd like to catalog it, also a white grand piano. I actually think I have a lot of those. Thank you, Shivi. That reminds me though, I should look through my catalog for special things to maybe like order for what I'm working on. Let me like show you all the sorts of items that I could use for my White City entrance area. I have my own little folder dedicated to it. So this is my City of Is folder, and some of it's like interior items, obviously, like with the white bathtub, but some of it's like anything white, like the white bird bath, the white bird cage, the white bird house. I mean, you know, there's only so many items, so you gotta make use of what you have. The biotope planters, the fountains, the candles, the harps, and the white garden benches, the white pot, the white lighthouse. I was kind of thinking of putting the white lighthouse somewhere near this like beachside elegant area. I'll have to figure out the right spot to put the white lighthouse. These little white garden lantern things. The white cypress plants. There's even like a white mushroom, maybe to dress up the area like around autumn, to put some white mushrooms about. And I kind of want to have like a harp orchestra somewhere, so maybe like the white music stand. Of course, we gotta have the white statues. Crap, I scrolled too fast. Let me scroll up a bit. There's like all these like white shells. I think the shell works could be quite fitting for Athalia, both either in gold or in white, like a mixture of the white and the gold shell items, similar to how the zodiac furniture is both white and gold, and this ship anchor is both white and gold. And you can see that maybe there could be some nice coordination between the shell furniture being white and gold and the zodiac furniture being white and gold. How many times can I say that? But yeah, what sort of items on here should I order? I guess I could order some of those white instruments like Shivi was saying, to experiment with the fact that maybe I could use those for Julian's house. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll order some white instruments. So let me look for the cello. I wish we could use more than 8 inclines. Me too. That's the one that I find most painful. I really wish we had more than 8. Or if there's like a total number of bridges and inclines. Yes, I would love that too. I'm having a lot less trouble with the bridge limit, I think. Although, maybe I'm saying that because I haven't done a whole lot of like... Oh my god, that's expensive. Holy crap. Oh my god. I never imagined it would be that expensive. Okay. Okay, let's go to the bank. Yeah, maybe I'm just saying that I'm having less trouble with the bridge limit because I haven't done as much waterscaping yet. Like, I have been focusing more on, like, cliff building and planning my areas, which is obviously, like, a lot more incline heavy than bridge heavy. Oh, and hi, Walker. I'm doing really good today. Thanks for asking. Had a nice day at work, and now I'm happy to start my week with you all. So I came in here to get some bells. I really like this outfit with like the construction hat with like all the overalls and stuff. I think it's really charming. I like it. So I guess since everything costs so much, like, should I just go wild, withdraw like 500 grand? Maybe drop some of it for Soldrin? Oh gosh, when am I gonna sink below 20 million? Oh, and hi Ginger, welcome in, just dropping in for a bit. Thanks for stopping by. White and gold giving me the dress flashbacks. Oh, was there some sort of like dress meme or something, Andrew, that was like white and gold? You remember it too, Robin? Yes, we need so much money now that they've made everything in this game so expensive. So let's try this again. You can get around the bridges with terraforming hopping spots, which is fun. Yeah, and there's no really equivalent for inclines. The closest that I've seen is you can kind of create a pattern that will help like essentially designate where you're meant to like climb up with your ladder, but I've seen some people like if they have their own town set up to where they don't need ladders, they'll stop carrying one in their pockets. Similar with like the vaulting pole, if they in their own town don't need a vaulting pole in order to get around, they like won't carry one. And so it does kind of stink in a way that you could set up your town in a way to where maybe in a few spots you have to use an incline or like a fake incline or a place where you do have to use those tools, but then other people won't carry those tools around. The white piano bench. The white upright piano. I think these items will be handy to order, if not just for like the city of Is, but also interiors, and that's not something I've done enough of lately. Like I haven't been ordering enough stuff for my interiors. But I'll save on ordering some other stuff later, or maybe I'll go ahead and order a few things for Soldrin. Soldrin's gonna have some of the cute stuff in like blue and purple. So the cute floor lamp I think is another good one for Soldrin's house. Oh, okay, so I already reached my limit. If it was white and gold or blue and black. Yeah, that's bringing back memories now, Andrew. That was a pretty obscure reference you brought up there. That was like years ago, wasn't it? It's so funny how we're all connected by these like memes, like the dress meme and like all these things that just get shared around and they like bind us together. And hi Peanut, welcome to stream. I hope you're doing good today, Peanut. It's good to see you. I guess something that was bugging me was I don't like this sharp little end to the cliff right there, but I don't think it's worth it trying to round out that corner. Julian's house will help hide the awkwardness of that being not a rounded corner. And it does pain me a little bit that if I value the fact that Julian's house is visible from the beach, I think that kinda might mean that I won't be able to do a ton of landscaping in front of his house, but I think it'll be worth it to see his home from the beach. And I just remembered that like the houses actually take up more space than I thought. Oh, and hi Danica, welcome back. I don't want my town to require a ladder or vaulting pole. It gives me natural New Leaf vibes. However, I respect the towns that do. Yeah, plus there could just be the possibility that even if you could technically get around town without a vaulting pole and without a ladder, sometimes those tools do make it more convenient though. So maybe Julian's house can have its own little like piece of land that juts out in front of it. Like a little symmetrical circle of land in front. Crap, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting thought to me, the fact that I guess if I wanted more room to landscape in front of Julian's, I could simply expand out in front of here. Like, this area could like get a little bit wider in front, and then that would give me more room to landscape in front of Julian's. Is it lined up with chevres? I wish I had my map handy so I could see if it's like lined up with chevres. I think it's like one space back from Chevra's. I'm working on some city planning. We did place a new house today for Tipper, and we can also work on like Julian's house today. That's kind of like the house that I'm starting to plan. I'm thinking like a cypress plant right here to like kind of go with all the cypresses that are nearby. And then some charming landscape in front and behind Julian's. And then up above, I can start to create a little place for Sprinkle. Anything that you need that I can help with? Oh, Bow Dog Games, that's nice of you to offer. I definitely don't want to be greedy or anything, so I feel almost bad answering. So, yeah, no one has to feel like they need to give me anything. That's really sweet of you to ask, though. You could always send 2 more items to your second character. Yeah, I could, like, boot up my second characters and... Oh, do you mean, like, the mail function? Is that a way you can get around it, Pika? Like, say I wanted to order something, and then oh, okay. Say I wanted to order something and I could send it as a gift to a resident. Wow. Oh no, okay. It didn't work. But it'll let me do it to a friend? Oh man, sneaky sneaky. It's clouding up like it's gonna storm in real life. Oh, that's so cozy, Ginger. I hope it does. It was thunderstorming, or not thunderstorming, but it was like raining in my island earlier, and I was pretty bummed about it. Like, I was genuinely like so bummed when I saw that it was raining today, but it's already cleared up again. Oh, you're fine, Pika. I appreciate the thought. I thought it was gonna work too. Still, what I can do is I can like load those characters and then order things with them. They don't have like sizable catalogs though, but they can order some things. What are you doing over here, Chevra? Chevra's checking out the new plot for Julian. I'm also kind of curious, like, if I could do more waterscaping up on this part, or if I should leave the waterscaping where it is. Because waterscaping does take up more space. I'm getting tired of in-game rain. Me too. I love IRL rain though. I love real-life rain. It's one of my favorite weathers. It's so cozy to just hear like the pitter-patter of rain. It's like really cozy to both sleep to and chill to and just... Oh, look at Chevra practicing for the bug off. I wonder how much that butterfly would be worth for the bug off. Like, I wonder what the rules are. If I have something you need, I'll gladly try to spend my 35 mil. Wow, you are quite rich, Bad Dog. That's really kind of you. I guess something that I tend to be after a lot are like white cypress plants. Like, I definitely like probably can't get enough of those. If you want to send me a few white cypress plants. I like to use them a lot in this city because they kind of make a nice substitute for trees. And you don't have to like follow the tree rules, of course, when you plop the cypress down. Like, the trees require lots of room and the cypresses don't. So I use those a lot to like add greenery to areas that otherwise don't have a lot of greenery. How do you get so many purple hyacinths? I actually started off with some breeding pairs and then they've just proliferated. So like rainy days, watering the flowers every day, like You'd be surprised with like just how much some flower watering or rainy days will do, like once you have a breeding pair. I've gotten them from crossing orange hyacinths with each other, and I've gotten it multiple times, so just stick with it and you'll get it eventually. I've even gotten like multiple green mums at this point from scratch, which really surprised me. I used to have so much trouble with green mums, but all of these are from scratch. Like, that's crazy. You mentioned moving around Sprinkle earlier. Did you replace Flurry with her? No, I just get Sprinkle and Flurry mixed up. Is that terrible of me that I get mixed up with my own villager? When picking your map, what requirements did you consider? I'm very picky and super curious. I was actually really dumb about picking my map walker, so you shouldn't really go based off of what I did. I actually thought terraforming would be a late game occurrence. Like, I thought it would be similar to the 500-day reward for getting the final town tree, a new leaf. I thought it would be this grand achievement that we would have to work like all year for, and then finally after playing in our town for perhaps years, or at least like 1 year, then we would get terraforming. And because of that, I actually put a lot of value into how much I liked the original map, like as far as the river shapes and the waterfalls. And I fell in love with one of the maps and pretty much reset for that exact map. Like, the starting map that I had, like, I wanted that one, and I reset for it. And I also reset for apples, and that was pretty much the main thing, was when I saw that I got this map and I got apples, like, I was like, boom, done, like, I'm keeping it. But you can see how that's turned out for me. I didn't end up keeping any of my original map. I'm making my own map. I bulldozed it, and now I'm like making my own thing. So it's just all really dumb what I did. I thought that the map would be more important than it was, so I reset for a specific map for like 12 hours, and then now I bulldozed it. So definitely don't go based off of what I did, Walker. I was a dummy. I recommend focusing on the river mouths, which this is an example of a river mouth. You probably want to be happy with their locations. Another thing to try to be happy with is your town hall placement. And also, like, there's this little piece of land that juts out. And I'm a little unhappy with how small mine is. I think if you get like a little piece of land that juts out that's like nice and big, like, I really recommend that. I'm not sure if I'm making a lot of sense. Oh, what are these two talking about? Hey Tipper, you'll never guess what I'm totally hooked on right now. Riddles, they're so much fun, even though they make me think real hard. In fact, sometimes my noggin hurts from all the thinking. I have no doubt it does, Eric. Tipper throwing some shade at Eric. Don't be mean to Eric. Now, when you say riddles, do you mean like, how is a raven like a writing desk? I could never figure that one out. Yeah, just like that, but totally different. See, I'm making up my own riddles, and they're way better. Yeah, I totally want to hear one of Eric's riddles. What do a centipede and Tipper have in common? Good grief, really? I don't know, Eric. What do we have in common? You both own a lot of shoes. Get it? For real, do you get it? Ah, yes, I see. My love of shoe shopping has provided you with a punchline. Hilarious, really. Now let me give it a try. What do you and a used pencil have in common? Where is Tipper going with this? Used pencil? Feel free to take your time. You might get it eventually. I don't even get it. I don't understand it. Do you all get it? The used pencil? Is that like an eraser joke? Is that like a mistake joke? Is that... I don't know. So many questions. Flurry and Sprinkle do both remind me of ice cream, so it makes sense. Yeah, I feel so bad about it though. Today's my lucky dog. I mean, lucky day. What? The point is, if you've got a pocket T-shaped hole in your life, I can help. These villagers today, I'm really like enjoying them. Pocket T-shaped hole in your life? Sure. I mean, I'll take anything for free. Oh, never mind. She's asking for money. Maybe I'll still take it because I have like 20 million in my bank anyways, so. She called me a big spender. I guess that's true, isn't it? I've been spending a lot today. I'm mostly glad to know my pocket tea is going to a good home, Chicky Poo. I guess so. I'm probably just gonna sell it later, Plucky. What does this look like? Man, I hate these shirts. They're so plain. I ended up going with the first map and got the fruit I wanted in Dom, so I was happy. Yeah, that's a good way to go about it. Like, don't even like overthink it and torture yourself. Just make do with what you get. But I did kind of want to show you all the little piece of land that juts out because I'm never sure what to call this thing, but if you can get a bigger one than this, I definitely recommend it. Mine's pretty pathetic. I'm still trying to work out what I'm gonna do with it. This is like my little dragon area where there's gonna be like lots of dragons and a castle, so I was thinking if I put like a fire over there, it might be a good use of that spot, but I definitely recommend a bigger one if you can reset for one. Eric dialogue is so cute. Every time he talks, my heart melts. He is cute. I really enjoyed my villagers today. They're being really charming. I mainly just didn't want a bad plaza placement. My perfectionism couldn't settle with a map that has the plaza one block from the entrance, especially since I'm bad at making it look decent. Yeah, I've seen those. My side town, Sidaloon, actually has a map where it's just one space off-center, and that kind of bugs me. I know a lot of people would hate my town hall placement though in this town, but I've actually grown to like not really care too much because I kind of like this diagonal path. I think I'm gonna make a nice path that like looks really good diagonally, and it's gonna kind of show off like the diagonal path like right at the entrance, and I think there's some nice terraforming around here. Anyway, I'm not too mad about my town hall placement, even though I think a lot of people would actually hate it. Oh, so the insult that Tipper gave to Eric, which I genuinely did not figure out, which I can't say is one of my proudest moments, but the insult is that Eric is not super sharp, which apparently like probably also means me. I am also not super sharp for not getting that. Dang. Oh wow. I can't believe everyone in chat got that except for me. Oh, Ginger, thanks for stopping by today, and thank you for the kind words. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Just changed Marina's catchphrase to money please, like Mona Lisa. Super Stain from Parks and Rec. Oh, I haven't seen Parks and Rec, but I think there are some people in the community that have seen it that'll get the reference. You call it the Peninsula, Leah? I think I'm gonna start calling it that too. I'll call it the Peninsula from now on. I love the plaza close to the airport. I think you made it look really well. Oh, thank you, Walker. I have to admit, with all the spacing issues that I'm walking into, like I kind of feel like I actually like the fact that it's that close as well, because if you think about it, the town hall being close to the airport means that you have more space behind the town hall to work with, and maybe that's the space you care more about. So I hope that it'll come back to reward me in the future, the fact that I'll have more space behind the town hall, essentially. Alright, these flowers are gonna start getting in the way. I'm kind of sad. I don't want this whole stream to be moving flowers, though, so we'll have to kind of make a do. Do you think that I should just move them all to my side town or move them all to the beach? Do you think that would be the best thing to do? I know the beach is a popular place to try to store flowers. I didn't even know resetting was a thing. I was just so hyped to finally play Animal Crossing. I just went with the first island I got. Oh yeah, I definitely knew resetting was a thing because I've reset for past Animal Crossing towns, but I know what you mean by that because my very first Animal Crossing town ever, like on the GameCube, I didn't reset for that town at all, and I don't think many of us do. But I've been in the Animal Crossing community since around 2011, and I've even been like decorating like my Wild World towns pretty extravagantly and stuff, so I've kind of known about the ability to like town reset for a while. I reset for Daffodilly, my Wild World town, for 3 days. I reset for Citaloon for about 2 days. And I reset for the City Folk town of mine for months. I was really picky with my City Folk town and then didn't even end up playing in it much. And for this town, I reset about 12 hours, and I pretty much pulled an all-nighter, like, resetting for this town. I was getting a little panicky because I wanted to be able to stream this game, and yet I also wanted to have a town I was happy with, so that's why I, like, pulled an all-nighter trying to reset. I'm gonna go drop some money for Soldrin so that she can pay off her loan better tomorrow. Oh, and hi Random Pinkwin, welcome to stream. Hope you're having a good start to your week. It's great to see you. My plaza's super close to the airport and I'm happy with how I made it work. Yeah, Cosmic Peachy's town is gorgeous, guys. I know, like any of you that are in the Discord, if you ever do like a trade with Cosmic Peachy or like a meteor shower or something, I'm really impressed with how your town's coming along. It's such a unique feel too. It has like a really unique vibe to it. Oh my god. I thought I had more money to drop for Soldrin. I guess not. I guess I really spent all that on like pianos and cellos and stuff. That's wild. Do y'all remember me withdrawing 500 grand and going, I'm gonna order some stuff and then drop the rest for Soldrin? I guess that didn't work out. I guess I pretty much bought it all. I think that now that my pockets are mostly empty, I'm gonna go into my dresser and look for things to like landscape ifs with, and it could be things like the shell fountains or shell furniture or instruments. But then again, maybe I don't have quite enough stuff to do a lot of decorating with, but thought it might be nice to withdraw a few things. I think the plaza looks beautiful in this game, but I'm sure it's an unpopular opinion. Yeah, maybe. I think a lot of people get frustrated by the rules around the plaza, like you can't terraform around it, and also like you can't even change like the pavement, or it's also very big. Plus you can't move it. I think if people could move it and maybe change the color of the pavement, people wouldn't be so upset by it. Not that a lot of people are upset with it. Might just be me. So a few white street lights. I wonder if I could even use the shell arch anywhere. The white garden chair, maybe the white garden table. Why aren't these next to each other? I guess because they're different pieces of furniture technically, like one's a table and one's a chair. It feels like they should be right next to each other though. And I guess I have a single shell fountain. I'm gonna go see if I can build some more shell fountains. Do I have some more like shells in my storage? Oh, so I do have some giant clams. So I'm gonna get some giant clams and some stone. I assume that's what you create the fountains with. I don't know for sure though. I reset about 4 times to get the orange airport. Oh, you wanted the orange airport, didn't it go? I'm not too bad about my yellow airport. I'm actually kind of proud of myself for being like pretty happy with my town and not having like a lot of regrets. Like I feel pretty comfortable with it, and I think it might be partly because I can terraform so much. I feel so comfortable just being able to sculpt so much of it to my liking that it's hard for me to get hung up on the little things. Like that little peninsula, I mean, it's hard to be mad about that when I can sculpt like the whole town to my liking. Alright, so the shell fountain. Yeah, I was right. Remembered. I'm gonna make a few while I have the materials in my pockets. Oh no. Okay, never mind. Need more giant clams. I spent about 4 hours resetting for my island. Feels tame now. Yeah, I spent like 12 hours and it was so silly, the fact that I reset for like a specific map and apples and then ended up bulldozing everything. Oh, you have a meteor shower tonight, Simi? Awesome! I hope I'm awake. I hope I can get a nice start to this new meteor shower season. That would be awesome. So I'm actually gonna comb the beach for some giant clams. Oh, look at Tipper doing some yoga. I hope you enjoy your new home tomorrow, Tipper. Oh, it will be 10 hours from now. Interesting. Yeah, that is kind of an odd time zone. But there is actually another Australian person in the Discord. Maybe you can hang out with them. Ooh, another giant clam. This is my first Animal Crossing game, and I didn't know there were different airport colors. I just knew there were fruits. Yeah, I remember the big fuss about the airport colors, and I think it's honestly still kind of a big fuss. Like both the airport colors and the town hall placement is what like a lot of people value the most. Haven't had a meteor shower in my island in at least a month. Same, Robin. Why are we being so cursed? The guidebook is so big, I love it. Yeah, I actually got my guidebook yesterday, and it was kind of a surprise that it came in because I almost forgot that I ordered it. I don't know what that says about me and my life lately, that I forgot ordering something and was surprised when it came in the mail. But it was a really pleasant surprise. I would love a white airport. Me too, Walker. Believe it or not, that's actually what helps me feel a little bit better about my yellow one, is the fact that I don't know if like a blue airport, which I think is the most popular one, I don't know if a blue airport would suit my town all that much more than a yellow one anyways. Like, everything up at the front of my town is going to be kind of white and gold, so in a weird way the yellow airport might coordinate quite well with all the white and gold. And I also planted a lot of like the sweet tea olives around, which the tea olives are kind of yellowy and gold too, so I'm actually like in a good place with my yellow airport. even though I don't think it's one of the more popular ones. Oh dang, I only found one more giant clam with all that searching, so I guess I'll have to wait on the shell fountain. Oh man, those organs look so odd. Those organs look so weird when I'm like walking behind them. Yeah, I hope I can come up with a nice little arrangement for the museum eventually. I think I might have to go back to square one. I'm not sure if that's doing it for me with the weird like temple vibes. How long are you planning to stream today? I have to go at 7. Sometimes I like to just go with the flow and what I feel like whether I feel like I've run out of things to do, or like right now I'm kind of still working on this area a little bit, but it's not like I have to have this area finished before I end or anything, so I guess I kind of like to just go with the flow, Shivi, but no worries if anyone has to head out or anything like that. I understand it might be getting late for some of you, or just might be getting enough of watching me fiddle. I'm just trying to think of how I can make Julian's house look nice. I was so happy with Chevra's. I want to be just as happy with Julian's. And Chevra's just over here like hunting butterflies, bless her heart. To give Shadow his meds. I hope that goes well, Helly. I have trouble sometimes medicating animals. I wish I'd ever set for a yellow airport. It would suit my town better, but I got tired of the setting and just settled for a good town hall placement. Well, that's good, Robin. I do agree that the yellow airport would maybe suit your town because of the honey theme, but I'm sure whatever you ended up with is perfectly fine. Because my personal opinion is that the airport isn't really as important as people make it out to be. It might be the entrance to your town, but look at how big your town is and how little your airport is often in the shot. Like, your airport is literally only visible when you're standing like on the dock that it comes from. And then as soon as you walk into town, you don't see it anymore. So I really don't think the airport is as important as people make it out to be. It's just my opinion though. Oh, Bad Dog, did you send me mail? Thank you so much. To go check it, and I wonder if it's the white cypress plants we were talking about. Oh, I guess I'll have to go inside to trigger it. Love chilling with the Force fam. Just have to leave since I want to go to the review section for a lecture. Oh, that sounds good, Shivi. Chevra's adorable. Yeah, I like her too. She's not really cute in like a kawaii sort of way. Like she's no Judy or like some of these like super kawaii villagers, but she has her own little charm to her. I'm a little worried I'm like making this area too big. Let me look at my map, see how big I'm making everything. Alright, so I think it's fine. I'm starting to feel more hopeful about my town now that I know I'm going to move Glyneth's house. So Glyneth's house isn't going to be like right next to the city of Is. Like I'm starting to like be able to breathe a little bit more. I was genuinely getting like really panicky when I was trying to think about like how her house is so close to like all this white elegant stuff, and now I feel a lot better. Alright, so I was gonna think about doing some waterscaping and maybe having a waterfall tumble off near Julian's. Let's see if I can get that going. Maybe like a cute little elegant path to like lead up to Julian's house. Oh, Lenore, wow. Welcome in, Lenore, and thank you so much for that 3-month resub. I can't believe it's been 3 months since you came into stream. and it's been even longer that we've known each other. Lenore and I used to be like WordPress blogging buddies, blogging over on WordPress. Thank you so much, Lenore, for that 3-month resub and 3 months of support, and really means a lot to me as well as our friendship. Lenore, thank you so much, and welcome back to the Force fam. Enjoy those emotes. I thought it would be like New Leaf, where we would customize our train station after 100 visits. Yeah, they took away a lot of features like that, honestly. I don't really know what to make of like all the features that they took away. It's kind of odd. You know, they took away like the castles and the Zen castles and the modern castles. And they took away the ability to customize the town hall and the train station, and took away so many NPCs, but I guess they just wanted more of a deserted island feel, and they gave us one. I think it's a little bit ironic, though, continuing to look at New Horizons as a deserted island style game when, like, it's so... you see these developed islands that everyone has, and none of them, like, have that deserted island feel anymore. It's actually some of the most, like, extravagant landscaping ever. And meanwhile, they went to so much trouble to make it like a deserted island theme by not bringing back, like, any NPCs at all. Alright, I'm trying to think if, like, a little waterfall, like, right next to Julian's house would look cute or not cute. Because Julian is such a, like, precious... he's so fancy. I feel like he deserves somewhat of a fancy house. And waterfalls are one way to, like, add to the fanciness. Maybe, like, it could connect with that particular river. Thank you again, Lenore. I really appreciate it. All the best for Julian. I agree. I love Julian. Something I am kind of liking is the fact that, like, basically the way it's set up right now is each one is like a 2x2 waterfall, but one of them is like further away from the other waterfall, which I think is kind of charming. Or at least I hope it is. I don't know. We'll see how it looks. Might also be too much, though. And what if I made like a little river, like kinda hug the cliff a little bit? I like how Chevra's just over here being my terraforming buddy, just watching. I don't know, sometimes I worry I go a little too wild with the waterfalls and just put them everywhere. Do you think I'm putting too many waterfalls in this spot? I probably am. Oh, okay. I even forgot to check my mail, Bad Dog Games. Why am I so bad at this? Oh, cool. What did you send me? Oh, giant clams! Oh my gosh! How did you have so many of these? Are you hoarding shells? That's crazy. I guess it's time to craft another one of those fountains. Thank you so much. That'll keep me going for a while. Oh, that's super kind of you. Thank you so much, Bad Dog Games. Chevra's just vibing, yeah. Can never have too many waterfalls. Some might disagree. Some think that they're kind of loud, so... I've never been one of those people though. To me the waterfalls like don't bother me as far as their noise. I think it's because like it kind of just to me sounds very natural. It sounds like rushing water. It's not too loud for me, but I've definitely heard a lot of people complain about that. You're a hoarder. I'm a hoarder too, but I guess I'm more lazy in the sense that like shells, like that requires some commitment to like collect them every day. Is that some of what you all do though? Like do you pretty much when you're looking for your daily bottle mail, you like go and collect the shells too? Because I usually don't trouble to do that, but I should, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna have to... Oh! Created a little island on accident. I didn't even mean to do that. It's a little sad to have to plug up the river that I worked hard to create the other day, but we're gonna move our house anyways. I had to build a 16-level water cascade waterfall. Unfortunately, you can only build them like, I think, is it 2 levels? 2-level waterfalls, but I've seen some people do some really flashy stuff with them though, like create valley waterfalls, create like a waterfall that like is pretty much as wide as the whole town. So you can definitely do things equally as extravagant as that. Would be my luck there's a height limit, yeah. If only we could build like 3 or 4 tier waterfalls, that would be quite pretty. My kids comb my beaches for bait and fish and bugs. They craft the bait and throw it all in storage for me to sift through. Wow, that's cool. Do your kids play as the same character as you, or do they have their own characters in town? So right now I'm trying to build up space for maybe, I'll try to say her name right this time. I keep wanting to say Sprinkle. Flurry to move into. I need to like have a flashcard with a picture of my own neighbor and then Flurry like on the other side of the flashcard because I'm like that bad. I keep wanting to call her Sprinkle. Experimenting with some terraforming, but I don't know if it looks good. Oh, well that's just a mood. Very relatable, Shivi. Same here, honestly. Not enough room for 4 houses, so they'll play on whichever character I have open. Yeah, that makes sense. I planned on having 5 characters, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna have room for all those houses or not. Oh, and hi Sam! Welcome to stream. Hope you're having a great day. Sometimes I just feel like I've built up a cliff enough and then I start rounding the corners. And I don't even know if I've like built it enough. I'm just like, oh, it feels like I might have. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is expand this one a little more and then look about putting flurries up there. Ah, what if something I did... Can't I make the waterfall be like 1 more higher than this, or no? I guess I'm probably gonna run into that issue where... Yeah, I think I'm gonna run into that issue where it says I can't build any higher. Let me test, just to be sure. Oh, okay. Dang it. I was about to want to try to create a waterfall tower right there, but I guess I reached my limit. Oh, thank you, Sam. Yeah, my day is pretty good. Having a nice chill day of terraforming and town planning. Feeling a lot more optimistic about my town than I was a few days ago when I was kind of panicking about Gwyneth's house. I'm feeling a lot better about it now. say though that these villager homes require like a surprising amount of space. Like it just really feels like the villager neighborhoods in themselves, like they take up more than you think, and you have to dedicate more than you thought in your head to them. Like, look at me having to just expand this land even more and more just to fit Tipper's house or Sprinkle's house or whoever's house it is. Flurry's. I'm debating if I should do some time travel so trees will grow and I'll get a better sense of how my designing's going. Yeah, I kind of recommend it honestly if you don't have too many qualms about like time travel when it comes to your morals, because in my opinion it can help a lot. Like technically I think it would help me in designing this area if I was to time travel forward a day and then be able to have some more kits in my pockets for working on these areas. Like right now, like I know that this incline will be built tomorrow and a Tipper's house will be there tomorrow, and so if I went ahead and time traveled to the next day, I could get some more kits in my pockets and start to visualize things better. But I am choosing to not time travel like on stream at the moment. It's really helpful though. And I have seen some people who maybe don't normally time travel, they do actually start to when it comes time to like moving like all their villagers and building up inclines. Like it's just hard when you have the creative will and the time to work on something, but then you have to wait till the next day. It almost just makes sense to do it on the day that you're feeling inspired and that you have the time to mess around with it. Alright, I'll have to fine-tune these later and see if I can come up with anything better than what I'm currently coming up with, but I guess I feel like this would be close enough to Julian's house to coordinate with it and to see it on the same screen, but maybe even close enough to see it from the beach, not sure. I always get my trees from Nook Miles tours. Yeah, I think I got a few from like friends actually, which is really funny that like friends would just come over here and drop me off some trees. My friend Teru would sometimes just be like, I have some trees, do you want them? And I'd be like, yeah, come drop them off. I haven't been on a Nook Miles tour in forever. I should probably do that pretty soon. I'd never time traveled before, but when I demolished my island, I did it to move all the houses to the beach, so helpful. Yeah, I think I wasn't time traveling when I moved all my villagers to the beach, but it can be helpful for stuff like that. Waiting makes it more rewarding, but sometimes I just get sudden bursts of inspiration and go for it, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you feel inspired to work on your island and you just want to go the next day. Alright, so that could be where Flurry's house goes. Either that or... yeah, I mean, I think that could work. I'm a little unsure of how I feel about the waterfall though. Maybe like a skinny one would be better. Like the fact that I have two space wide ones is maybe a little off-putting. Should I make one of them like a skinny waterfall? Oh, and Ashley, thank you for the follow. You remember the instant forest? Oh yeah, that was a cozy stream. Nintendo probably just wanted to slow the game down, but they made people time travel more. Yeah, I think Nintendo is very much like... I think they are kind of anti-time travel, and you can tell that they've done some things to maybe discourage people from doing it. Like, do y'all remember how they like took away some of the rewards for like earning interest, because that was a way that time travelers could like earn money very quickly. Oh, one of my kitties hopped up on my bed. Maybe you'll see Dusty in a minute. You want to see Dusty? Oh, look at my Dusty. What's she doing? Okay, well, she's not doing anything exciting. She's just walking around back there. So, there she is. What a cutie. I love her. Is she gonna settle down in a minute? Oh, looks like she's settling down. Oh man, too many waterfalls. Feeling very like cliche at the moment, like just putting a waterfall like every other space. Maybe I should just think on this area a bit. I have been working on this area a little bit of time, and maybe I should just think on it, wait till some more cypress plants come in. Maybe I'll go ahead and order some cypress plants with my side characters later. Because, I don't know what you all think about it, but I want Julian's house to be fancy, but maybe I should think harder about how I want his house to be fancy. I'm not sure if the two waterfalls are doing it for me. Oh, Helly, I'm glad you found it cozy. But good night. Have a wonderful evening. Get some good sleep. You have two kitties too? Oh, Simi. What are their names? You should post them over in Discord in our animals channel. I actually have 4 cats, but I would say that Dusty back there is one of the ones that's like most commonly in the background. Look at her taking a bath right now. She's doing that classic cat bath. Maybe add more zodiac furniture and white flowers instead. Yeah, I think the zodiac stuff would be perfect for Julian. Unfortunately, I don't have a ton of it. Maybe I can put out the stuff that I have so far. Like I do have a little rocking horse thing. But I think right now I'm gonna think about moving over Gleneth's house, or at least planning it out, getting the terraforming ready. Oh, cool. Yeah, I can send you a white cypress, Bad Dog Games. Let me know if anyone else needs a white cypress, or white cypress. I do love these. I love all the color cypresses. They come in a few different colors, blue, black, like different pots. I am partial to the white one because it matches my like white area. Yeah, I'll send one over to you. Thank you for that. I really appreciate how chill and sweet you are. It's inspiring seeing such a kind influence to the game, especially with all the hate that has rooted in New Horizons. You've inspired me for years, and I'm glad we have a safe place in your streams. Oh, that means a lot to me, Walker. I really appreciate it. I'm a little interested with what you mean by the hate that was rooted in New Horizons, though. Do you just mean us complaining about it sometimes? Because I know I complain about New Horizons at times just because it's not flawless, but I am really, truly happy with it and think it is a really well done game, but that really does mean a lot to me though, that you find it such a chill place, and also that I've inspired you. That's really cool to hear. Oh, Eugene. Ava and Eugene. Oh, that's cool. Did you know that those are both like Animal Crossing villager names? Eva and Eugene, they're both Like, I think Eva's a chicken. Or no, that's Ava. Oh, I got Ava the chicken mixed up with Eva. Love people's names for animals. It is fun to hear about people's pets. That's Dusty back there. I don't know if y'all, if I said her name or not. Let's just do like one last little look at her. Oh, she's so luxurious right now. Look at her paws. Oh, I love her. Let me know if you need another white lighthouse, as I can order them in my new town. Really, Lenore? Do you know that for certain, or are you like going based off of those guides? Like, remember those guides about like which town hall is which thing? It's so hard because I'm doing this in such a loosey-goosey way. I feel almost guilty for being as loosey-goosey as I am with this because I feel like I should be gritting it out a little bit, but I'm starting to terraform around where Gleneth's house is going to go, and the idea is to basically replicate what's already around her house, but just move it over here. And I'm kind of trying to hide the fact that it's near the beach by wrapping the cliff around her house, so her house is going to be kind of nestled within the cliffs, and I hope won't have a super beachy vibe to it. That's what I'm thinking anyways. And I think it'll be a much better spot with her house that won't have quite as many issues with being so close to that elegant beachside area that I was working on. Oh, sure, Robin. Wow, y'all are so nice. I love the white cypress plants. Do you all have like a favorite cypress plant yourself? Do you like the black ones better or the blue ones? They're different colors. Did you notice that? This one's a little darker. That one's a little lighter. Alright, so I'm gonna send this over to Robin. I can never remember like who I'm best friends with or not. It's mostly to do with like flower trades. Okay, I think that's you. Oh, you love Dusty, Simmy? I love her too. She cracks me up. She's such a funny cat. Oh, you got your town hall today, Lenore? I didn't realize. I thought you literally like just got your town recently. Like I thought you just found it today basically, but I guess maybe not. Maybe you found it a few days ago or you've been catching up. Trying to kind of create a little winding river up here. Gotta have like cypress trees up here though, so I need to leave room for a cypress tree. Or not a cypress tree, a cedar tree. I wonder if I should make use of that tree glitch where it doesn't require as much room to like put a tree up here if you do the tree glitch. Because otherwise I'm gonna have to have more room dedicated to this little cliff than I thought. Oh, and hi Kimma, welcome to stream. Hope you're having a great Monday too. Yeah, my day is pretty good. It's been super chill. I'm excited to... Actually, I don't have tomorrow off, but tomorrow is like an off stream day, and I plan to help like prepare myself for possibly like a Wednesday pattern making stream, which I hope goes pretty well. I'm excited to finally work on the patterns that I want to make for Athalia. The orangey one and the yellow one. Oh, interesting. You like some different ones? Oh, you too, Simmy. Have a great day at work. Thanks so much for hanging out this long for all my terraforming experiments. It means a lot, and hope you have a great day at work. Oh no! I thought that was a fully grown cedar. I guess it wasn't. I'm so spoiled. Everything has to be like fully grown when I plant it. I gotta have that instant gratification. So let me move this one. Oh, do I have eggs? Okay, I do have eggs. Pattern making, I literally haven't stopped thinking about it since you mentioned it a few weeks ago. Really? Oh, well, definitely like drop your hopes. My pattern making is actually really clunky. It's not like I'm whip something out in a matter of seconds. It takes me a lot of trial and error. I think y'all will see how like bad I actually am at it when when I do the stream, because it takes me a lot of time to make the patterns. I bet people that are more like naturally good at pixel art, I bet it doesn't take them quite as long. But I think for Athalia though, I have some ideas for what I want the path to be, so maybe it won't take as much trial and error. I essentially just want it to be very like white and marbly to go with like the feel of everything else being so white and vibrant. Okay, so I think I have a few cedar trees in my pockets now. Medium young singer, medium young cedar. Alright, so that's a big cedar. I'm doing this quite a bit different than I did Glyneth's house over there though, and part of me wonders if that's the right route. Like over here, I didn't have that little piece of land that dips down. I'm trying to kind of compare what I did to make sure that I'm happy with it. I guess all in all, I'm not moving her house that far, but I think this like space over here is gonna work wonders to like just get it a little farther away from that beachside city entrance. Oh, Robin, thank you so much. I'd love to see the process. I think it's nice experiencing the trial and error as well as the patience it takes. Oh, I look forward to it. I plan on playing some music from Spotify too, and since I might be playing like Spotify music, I think I might delete the VOD afterwards too and not like leave it up there, because there's been lots of like talk of DMCA claims on Twitch, like copyright claims essentially, but I think it'll be fun to listen to music other than like the in-game music if I'm gonna be fumbling around with patterns for so long. Might even have a way to do like song requests or something like that. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out like what I did over here that I liked. I guess it's really not all that different. So I should just keep going with it, I guess. But it is hard to visualize Glyneth's house going right here without actually having the kit in my pockets. I do really love having that little kit in my pockets. Oh, you're done with work, Pika? How was the rest of your shift? Did it go well? Oh, you're fine, Beth. You never need to apologize for that. I've just been having a chill stream, doing some terraforming. Alright, and I guess I better get rid of this river because this river was what was leading over to the old location for Gleneth's house, and we're going to be moving it, so I'm going to get rid of this one. Maybe I should take some pictures though, just in case I like anything and want to kind of replicate it later. Pretty like bare bones little river up here though. Oh man, all those eggs to move those trees again, that's going to be so painful. As well as a Monday can go. Yeah, I feel that, Pika. At least it's over now. I think earlier I was a little worried about Gleneth's house being that close to the secret garden, because theoretically I would want like a little bit of buffer space there too, but I guess what I'm finding is that there isn't enough room sometimes to have like a million transition areas. Sometimes you just gotta put stuff next to each other that somewhat works next to each other. Oh, and look at this little view of my like ruined garden over there, like from the cliff. Some of the other characters I was gonna make after Soldrin are like my witchy sorceress character, and also maybe like a tavern owner, like the equivalent of basically Fern from Citaloon. If any of you are familiar with Citaloon, I had this fantasy tavern that was called like Fern's Tavern. It's basically like inspired by the sorts of taverns you find in like Lord of the Rings or fantasy novels, and I wanted to have one in this town too, but I would say that that might be one of the lower priority homes, so if I run out of space or just don't have the space for it, then maybe I could sacrifice that character. There's also a lot of talk of like whether or not they're gonna add like the cafe in the game, and if they add the cafe, maybe I'll have to replace one of the characters with a cafe instead. Seeing all your cliff areas makes me excited to terraform my cliff areas in my new town. Oh, that's cool and more. I have to admit it has been kind of fun to be being like a little bit more fearless. I felt like I was kind of weirdly like scared of terraforming at first, and now I've definitely like continued to mess up a lot, and like I'm not a pro at terraforming at all, but I feel like I'm making more and more progress like every landscaping stream I do to like fill out the town more, which is so necessary. It's about time I started to add more natural landscapes to town again and didn't have like a bulldozed town forever. I love Fern's Tavern from Citaloon. Oh, I'm glad you remember it, Denico. Alright, so that cliff is all gone. Maybe I should go ahead and dig up some of these trees. Oh no, I don't have a lot of space in my pockets. Bummer. These fossils are sure taking up some space. I guess I could either drop those fossils somewhere to go assess for later, or run all the way to the museum and assess them and sell them. I wonder if for the purpose of this stream I should just drop them somewhere. Fossils definitely kind of like lose their luster to me a little bit once you don't have the exhibit to work towards anymore. I know there's such easy money, but I admit like I'm not as thrilled about it anymore to have to get those assessed every day. I used to have something to work towards with the fossils, and now it's just getting that money every day, I guess. And enjoy your lurk, Pika, and have a nice shower. That sounds like a refreshing way to end your work shift. Oh, and thank you, Kimma. We're actually gonna visit Citaloon after, possibly after I start to prepare Gleneth's house to like be moved. Because once I do that, like we actually had the points redemption for pick the next town we play in, and Shivi picked Citaloon. So that'll be nice. I wonder if it looks odd that I use so many like oak trees over here and now I'm like switching to cedars all of a sudden. Maybe I should plant like a few cedars on the other side just so it doesn't look quite as awkward. I'll have to keep that in mind. Oh, I hear a balloon present. Am I gonna ignore it? Oh, it's actually right here, so that's convenient. I never actually made like a golden slingshot. What does the golden slingshot do? Is it just the same as old games where it shoots out like 3 of the little stones instead of 1? But my pockets are full. I'll have to wait on that. Oh, it just lasts longer? Interesting. They totally need to come up with like platinum tools if they're gonna tease us like that. Can't really decide how I want this waterfall. It's hard being so indecisive. Alright, well, maybe that's good because that's enough room to like fit a cedar on top. In my opinion, it's not worth it to use the gold on the slingshot. Yeah, especially since you can customize so many other cool things to gold or like use them to craft like the zodiac items. I remember there was this one generous soul which really shocked me. Like they gave me like stacks and stacks of gold. So, well, I think they gave me like 2 stacks of gold, but still that's kind of a lot. Like I was really surprised by that. So maybe this is where I can start to build the house. I also want to have enough room for that little river to wind up there though. Okay, I think that's maybe enough room for the river to wind. It's tough because the river has to be a thing, but there also has to be like cedars on either side, so maybe I should do the river first before I move on to the cedars. There was a rumor that golden slingshot gave you a better chance at good drops, but I don't think that's at all verified. Yeah, something tells me that the spawn for the balloon doesn't happen like when you shoot it. I think the spawn happens at some other point, but I guess there's no way to be sure about that. But that's just a little suspicion I have. Oh, speaking of balloon presents, there's yet another one. I wonder if it's worth it to dabble in the tree glitch for this area. It very well could. It could save me a lot of space. Have you all tried the tree glitch left yet in your towns? Like, have you... Probably not. It's a little bit of an esoteric little glitch, but there's some sort of way that you can plant them like right along the edge of a cliff. And it might end up saving me space in this area. Part of me is wondering if I'm like a little tempted to do that. But I wonder if people would judge me for it, like judge me for using the tree glitch. I was disappointed when I found out the gold tools broke. Yeah. Hopefully they'll come up with platinum ones one day or some sort of unbreakable tool, because it is kind of a drag. Like, I don't really enjoy that about the game. I don't enjoy that I have to look out for my tools breaking all the time. Oh, I guess you can't have two rounded corners right next to each other. I wouldn't care if people judge you for using a glitch, just play the game how you want it. Yeah, true. Yeah, I might be a little tempted because it would save me space on this area, and we know how important space is. Aw, thank you Cosmic Peachy and Ginger and Kimma and Dinico. All are sweet. Nursery cedar. Maybe I can kind of like frame this area a little bit so where you can see cedars kind of also framing that spot where the entrance to the secret garden is. Oh yeah, that looks kind of nice. Maybe some bushes up here too. Oh, that's the wrong shovel. Only gold tool I made was the watering can because it had a purpose. Other tools I customized to keep them durable forever. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about how they do last longer, but they still don't last forever. And I get golden ore so rarely. I do wonder if it's worth it for me because I don't really hit rocks as much as I should anymore, but I mean, if you go to island tours a lot and you find that gold ore island, why not, I guess, use some of it on golden tools that'll last longer. Alright, so maybe this is a good little progress on the river, and now I should probably expand the river enough to fit cedar trees. Either that or just resign myself to using the tree glitch, which I haven't decided on. Seems like a bit of a pain, but maybe it's less hard than it looks. Oh man, I'm wasting so many eggs. Why do I do this to myself? I had so many and I'm just like wasting them one by one. I'll have to move this tree yet again. Oh man, I'm hungry. I wonder what I should eat later. Since I get up at like 5 a.m., I feel like I get hungry at like the oddest times. Like one, I get really hungry when I get home from work, but then I get hungry again around dinner time. It almost feels like I have to have like 4 meals a day just to like satiate my hunger. Alright, so the way this ended up working out was kind of interesting to me. I thought I was going to have a hole in the cliff for Glyneth's house, but the way it works out is I can only have a hole this wide if I want to put cedars on top of the cliff, which to me is really important because that's what her house is all about, is like having like lots of cedars behind it. So I guess it has to be this way unless I do the tree glitch. Costco pizza is the best pizza, but one slice has like a day's worth of calories. Yeah, trigger warning for anyone who doesn't like calorie talk, but yeah, Costco's pizza is like around 700 calories. So I try not to have it much, and it tends to like make me feel a little bit bloated at work whenever I have one of those, but it is tempting because pizza is like literally my favorite food. and they sell it at my job. But yeah, it is quite a honking slice of pizza. Oh, this looks so charming. What if I kind of paused some of these, like, in development by putting a sapling behind them and made them like different size cedars? Wouldn't that be cute? I wonder if I'm gonna regret, having this cliff be straight, but I'm kind of thinking about putting Glenna's house like right along this cliff, so it's gonna help hide the straight edge. And then maybe I can save some of the other terraforming for another time, but Glenna's house is gonna go like right here. And I carved out a little spot for it. And this is like the little stream that's gonna go in front of Glenna's house. I'm gonna try my best to basically recreate what I did over here, because I did kind of like what I did over here, but I just want to shift everything over a little bit, make it a little further away. So I think that'll come out really well. So delicious, so much cheese. Yeah. It's not my favorite pizza though. My favorite pizza is actually Mellow Mushroom. If any of you are familiar with Mellow Mushroom, that's my favorite pizza chain. And not gonna lie, I love me some Domino's. Like, I know Domino's is, I don't know, I don't think people look on it highly because it's like very delivery chain pizza, but I actually think that their pizza's really good. I like what they do. I prefer it to like Papa John's. So we're actually gonna save and quit Nathalia and then load up Citaloon for the remainder of the stream for like our points redemption. Oh, and he's still wearing his toga, guys. Yeah, I think I could use some more thought and space away from like the area that I'm doing around Tipper and Chevra and Julian and Flurry. So I'd like to get some space away from that, maybe order more things. And Glenna's house, I'm gonna have to wait to move it until tomorrow. Like to kind of just take things one day at a time. Alright, so now to turn on Citaloon. I hope I have the right cartridge in. Probably not. Oh, I actually do. Alright, so I'm gonna go boot up the 3DS software. Little bit of a delay with the 3DS software. I hope it's working okay. Oh, there it is. Alright. Alright, so now we're on the New Leaf overlay. Let me know if y'all can hear the audio okay. I made myself an avocado sandwich with loads of hot sauce for lunch. That sounds pretty healthy, Kimma. Sounds healthier than the pizza we're talking about. Oh, you love Papa John's, Ginger? I admit I prefer Domino's, but at least we both love pizza. And I'm gonna set the date to like the most absolute glamorous time to be playing in this town. Right at 7 p.m. I got Papa John's for the first time because they have the dairy-free cheese option, which is so rare. I'm lactose intolerant, so it was nice. Ah, that's good. And have a good night, Bad Dog Games. Thanks for hanging out today, too. And, by the way, I think I might have forgotten to check my mail for the items you all sent. I'm really sorry about that. I can be, like, almost, like, I think for real that I do have ADD. I think that's something that I have, and, I think I get, like, distracted and then forget things, like, to check my mailbox, but I'll be sure to check my mail for, like, the cypress you all sent me and get started placing that in town. Domino's is my personal favorite. I usually, the classic pepperoni. I like a cheesy pizza from Domino's. Oh, and hi Maiden, welcome to stream. How are you today? It's good to see you. So let's see what's going on in Sidaloon. Probably the same stuff as always. I tend to load this town on the same date for the moment. It's kind of my goal to eventually like match real time with Sidaloon, and so that every time someone redeems that like I can show what's actually going on in that town like that very day. But I think you all know that I have other priorities other than this town at this point, so I just haven't gotten to it yet. Yeah, let's take a look around Sidaloon, go visit Julian. I remember Mellow Mushroom from when I went to college in Phoenix, Arizona. That was the only place I ever saw it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I live in the South, and I think Mellow Mushroom was originated in Georgia. And since it originated in Georgia and I'm also in the South, that's why there's a lot more of them down here. Yeah, sure, I can change the stream category. Come back to visit the House of Julian? Don't be too judgmental about my taste, Estelle. Ah, his room is so much flashier in New Horizons. I still think it looks lovely in this one though, and I actually made my own touches to it. I sent him like the blue furniture and the blue aroma pot. Aw, that's so nostalgic. I feel like we need more dancing happening right now. I remember that dialogue. Oh, reading day is coming up. Oh, the music always gets to you, Ginger. Oh, you're not a big pizza fan, Ginger? Oh, thank you, Maiden. Yeah, my day was pretty good. Had a nice chill day, did some terraforming over in Athalia, and now we're checking up on Sidaloon for a nice little like end-of-stream visit. The nostalgia from like 4 months ago, but still, yeah, but it's been some 4 months, you know? Oh, this is my witch Violet's house. We don't have to pop in every room, but sometimes when I'm in Sidaloon, I only just like walk around outside, and it's nice to like show off the interiors a little bit too. Look at Violet's interior. Rodney would always say the dancing dialogue to you. Yeah, well, Rodney is probably another smug. Believe it or not, Leah, Rodney, I think, was like my first smug. Like, he was my first one. Either that or Kurlos was. Can't remember. Oh, but look at my little witchy room back here. Oh, look at all these old items they took away. We still have the hourglass, though. I wonder if some of this stuff will come back for Halloween. Oh wow, what a coincidence. I could go for some Hawaiian pizza actually. Oh, like pizza with pineapple on it. I know that that's pretty controversial, but I think all pizza's pretty good. When I grew up, I went to this place called Cece's, and they had some pretty wild pizza options. Have y'all ever gone to Cece's? They even had like a dessert pizza, which was probably like super tacky, but it was like a pizza that had chocolate on it. It was really good. Oh, you like a local pizza place, Madane? That sounds nice. So here's Fern's Tavern, since we were talking about it. Aw, so cozy. I wonder what my tavern in New Horizons will look like. Just like a lot of the log stuff, probably. I guess the log stuff is the modern day equivalent of all this cabin stuff. Oh, and you want to see some of the side rooms, like downstairs is like the Hobbit room. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan, and This inn was basically inspired by the Inn of the Prancing Pony, and I tried to make like a little hobbit room down here with like the round windows, and that's why it's in the basement, is because hobbits don't like heights, and even got a cozy little spot to write, like a Bilbo was staying here or something. I once went to New York to visit a cousin, and the pizza there was really good. Yeah, I know some coworkers from New York, and they never shut up about how their pizza is better, and we don't make real New York pizza down here. Oh, you like that hobbit room, Leah? This is the, like, okay, I'd rather stay here than stay in the great outdoors pinching a tent, you know? At least I have a roof over my head in here, but man, it's cheap quarters. Not ideal. Oh yeah, they also love to tell you how we don't know real cold. Which, I don't blame them at all. It's true that I probably don't know real cold where I live. And, here's my little cozy kitchen for the tavern. We had so many good, like, food items in this game. Look at, like, the veggie basket. Little pumpkin. I guess we do have this watermelon thing. That's actually something I don't have in my catalog, guys, which I'm not asking anyone to send it to me, but it's just an observation. I haven't gotten that beach ball that looks like a watermelon yet. Oh yeah, therapy. It's kind of fun that through our points redemption we can dedicate some time to older games at times. Live in Minnesota, so I get those New York folk beat when it comes to cold. Oh, is that even farther north than New York? I don't know. My state geography is only so good. Oh, look at the windmill. All these blank spots are actually where dandelion puffs go. Like, you see these dandelion puffs right here? I need to, like, replace those with dandelion puffs. Oh, and the plaza. When I was in New York, every bus driver was recommending to try Brooklyn pizza, but I never did, as it was always like 100 Fahrenheit out. Oh, I've never been to New York. That makes me feel a little... I don't know, it's in the US. I feel like I should try to go to New York sometime. Some other good places in the US to visit, maybe like Yosemite Park or the Grand Canyon. Look at Lyra's castle. I have to admit, like, I don't know how I could recreate something quite like this in New Horizons. One, I don't have castles. Two, some of the flowers look like different shades in New Horizons, and we don't have the fairy tale public works anymore, so to some extent I don't even know if I could really do justice to like a saloon recreation in New Horizons, but I love this spot so much. I feel like it's such a nice, colorful city. And here's the town hall. I love the New Leaf Town Hall and how the plaza in front isn't super big. Let's go visit Isabelle in this game. If I went on holiday to America, it would be to New York. Ah, cool. If I went on holiday to where you're from, Cosmic Peachy, I would try to go to the Cotswolds, which, I don't know if, like, it's really expensive to go there or anything, but, like, the Cotswolds, like, where all the cottages are and everything. The townsfolk would like to hold a ceremony to celebrate completing the Wisteria Trellis project. Okay. What is going on here? I completed this town like 2 years ago. What's happening? Let's do it! I completed this town in 2018, guys, and it's currently 2027 in my game. They've been waiting for this for a long time. This is the long-awaited ceremony that never happened, and finally it's happening. We've got Paula, Doc, Colton, Gloria. Thank you for joining us for this momentous occasion. We're gonna keep this short and sweet, so let's jump right in. First up, we have an incredibly short speech from our very own mayor. Take it away, Mayor Estelle. We did it! Hooray for everyone, or on to the next project. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna go on to a new project. We did it might be like a little bit late. Little 7 years too late. Let's do hooray for everyone. Alright, now time for the party poppers. I used to always try to time a picture just like on the right moment, and I'd always screw up. Poor villagers. And then they all like start hanging out like just awkwardly, like the ceremony's over and they're just wandering around, like Paula's like having trouble trying to talk to me right now. What do you want, Paula? Oh, she wants a shirt. That'll probably just mess up her house, so I'm gonna try to avoid giving Paula that shirt. Oh, nice, we finally got that ceremony. I remember New Leaf, I started to kind of just skip the ceremonies, so I guess that's why that happened. If you were like a really big New Leaf landscaping fanatic, you probably relate to that in some way. Like, sometimes you'd just be like placing streetlight after streetlight, and you didn't really care about the ceremonies anymore, so I guess that's what happened. Hooray for everyone sounded so sarcastic. Oh, you love Gloria too, Dark Knight. Gloria's so, I don't know, not a lot of people like her. She's a little bit unusual looking, being a duck with such heavy makeup, but I did really grow fond of her in this game because I had her for quite a while. She's honestly one of my favorite Snooties, partly because of just my sentimental feelings for her. Let's go and visit some of the townies. Oh, Bunny. Since I'm loading on this date all the time, they're always like, I've seen you so much today. What kind of programs do you like to watch on TV? Who calls them programs? Reality shows, singing competitions, or game shows. Those are all like practically the same thing. They're all basically reality shows. I don't really like the options here. I'm gonna say reality shows because I love Survivor. I think Our Lives Here would make a good reality show, don't you? Oh, that reminds me of that commercial from the GameCube version that was kind of like a play on a reality show in Animal Crossing. Of course, you and I would be total stars and everyone else would end up looking like villains. Then again, even reality shows need good villains. Can we be the bad guys, Estelle? Pete's super busy making deliveries today. Better be careful with all my fan letters. Oh, thank you, Kimma. Yeah, are you talking about the inside of Bunny's house? I had Gloria twice in New Leaf. She's such a sweetheart. Yeah, I really love her too. The Snooties in this game are actually quite sweet. They don't really come across snooty to me at all. Like, they just seem like kinder, maybe older women than like the Peppies are. What's the town tune? The town tune is actually the Rivendell theme, like Howard Shore's score for the Lord of the Rings movies. He has different themes for different like areas of Middle-earth, including like Rivendell, Lothlorien, the Shire, Gondor, Rohan, and I picked the Rivendell theme and kind of translated it. But I really like it. I'm tempted almost to carry it over to Athalia because I don't really like my Athalia tune as much. I had a very strange dream about someone called Allie from Vixen. In my dream, she seemed like quite a flower fan. Oh, that's kind of cool because that's someone who's like visited my dream town. Like, I don't know if y'all had this experience with your towns, but if you upload a town in the Dream Suite and someone visits it, you kind of hear about them, like talked about like by your villagers. Especially if they talk to Alice, like if that visitor to the dream like talked to Alice, then Alice would mention them. On the weekend I got Bee and she's really cute. Love her wallpaper. Aw. What's her wallpaper? Is it like a cabin? And hi Nathan, welcome to stream. Thank you so much. I am doing really good. Feeling really happy today. Oh, Kemma doing double. Pick the next town we play in. What town did you have in mind, Kemma, for the next visit? And I guess I've made my little round through Citaloon. I should really pick up this ground storage though. Maybe I'll finally do that like right now. Oh no, I don't have room. Let's see what my storage is like and go and see Copper and Booker. Or wait, no, that's not where Copper and Booker are. I'm getting like Wild World flashbacks. That's where Porter is. So yeah, I think my storage is all full, and I guess I shouldn't mess with trying to do town cleanup when my storage is so full. I should do it another time. Oh well. Oh wow, I didn't realize there was like a little guide over here. Remember the best friends in this game? Who are my best friends in this game? Oh, those are some of my old best friends. Wow, it's been so long. I'm not even in touch with some of these people anymore. I'm a music student and wrote an essay analyzing the score of The Lord of the Rings. It's really detailed. Wow, Cosmic Peachy, that makes me really happy to hear, because I've kind of done some reading on it too. Like, there's themes for things that you wouldn't even think about. Like, there's a theme for Gollum. There's a theme for, like, the theme of hope, which the theme of hope plays a few times, like when Gandalf's, like, calling for the eagles and when Rohan is marching to Gondor. Anyway, there's quite a bit of different themes out there, and they're really, really well done. Some of my favorites. Oh, speaking of Gloria. Aren't you busy, Estelle? So what did you want? Could this be my fruit? I have no memory of this conversation, Gloria. I apologize. Is this what I asked for? Well, whatever. Well, that fruit was nice, wasn't it? That wasn't quite what I asked for, but here's a little something. It's a raglan tea. This was still okay. She looks so disappointed. She's like, why'd you give me this pear? I didn't ask for it. I'm sorry, Gloria. Oh, so you'd like to play in Daftily, Kimma? Sure, we can go ahead and boot that up next. Is there anything else anyone wanted to see before we go? Oh, there's Colton. This net, you gotta learn how to protect yourself, right, Sunshine? Robin is my favorite snooty. I like all the snooty squirrels, though. Yeah, like Mint. Mint is a really classic snooty squirrel. Pecan's another one. Oh yeah, Amy. We're playing New Leaf partly like just out of the Acorn Points thing. I definitely don't boot this up on my own accord too much. But I hope people are enjoying it. Thank you, Amy. We're actually about to boot up Daftily now because that was also redeemed through the acorn points. So let's go and boot up Daftily. Oh, and hi, Roni. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Oh, that title screen. Isn't even the title screen kind of nostalgic? Hearing that title music. Do you all have a preference? Do you prefer the New Leaf title screen or the New Horizons one? Alright, so I found the Daftily cartridge. For a future stream, would I be able to do an acorn points redemption for my New Leaf town, or is it for your towns only? Oh, well, we did experiment with that with actually Beth's town recently, and I thought it was really good. It's something that I haven't added officially, but for instance, if you wanted to redeem a visit to Citaloon and then, like, tell me your dream address, I would definitely be up for that. I admit though that like I would probably want to reserve it for developed New Leaf towns, and I know that might sound bad, but I definitely just I don't need to spend time in a stream visiting like a brand new New Leaf town or anything like that. Like I would want to visit like a developed one. So we're gonna set the date to what I left off in Daftily. It of course wouldn't have to be 100% done, but just like not a brand new New Leaf town. So we left off on 4/8, and maybe we can set the time to a nice like sunset period. Oh, you like New Leaf's title screen a little better, didn't it go? It is so nostalgic for me. If you play Wild World, I'm gonna feel like I'm 9 again. Oh, Ronnie, I'm sorry that your back hurts. You should try taking some pain meds for it. I definitely kind of relate to you a little bit. I've definitely run into some back pain at my job, and that really stinks, Ronnie. Maybe I could redeem one for my New Leaf town if you want to see a big mess. Oh, I would love that, Leah. Whoa, okay, I forgot. I need to change the overlay. The overlay for like Wild World has to be different because the screens are all wonky. Like the screens are swapped. It reminds me we gave our cousin a snack and she said it was okay, but we can tell she didn't like it. And when I took a bite, it had gone bad already. And I spat it out. She was trying to be nice. Yeah, Glory was definitely kind of like, I didn't ask for this pear. Take me back to 2006. Yeah, it's so funny. I'm such a Wild World fan that like I've even played this like in modern towns or modern times. I finished my town Suncombe in 2020, right before New Horizons came out. Oh, good night, Robin. Thanks for hanging out today. Have a wonderful night's sleep, and see you all next time. Ah, the Flower Fest is today. I remember the last time I was in town, I was trying to like kind of figure out if there was some way I could boost my rating in the Flower Fest, and then I was like looking at my garden and thinking, I don't even want to change it. My garden's so pretty. I don't want to like add flowers just for the sake of the Flower Fest. But maybe I could plant some like behind my house to try to boost my rating. Like, do you think it would count if I planted flowers behind my house? I've never been super sure about like what the rules are. Oh, it's Melba. I guess I better change my category again. We're really making the rounds across Animal Crossing history tonight. Wild World was my first game, and it just has a special place in my heart. Me too. It's one of my favorites. I think I've always just been so fond of the portability in Animal Crossing, so even after like the Wii version came out, Wild World just still had a strong pull for me. I love being able to carry it around with me, my own little pocket world. When I was little, I used to like taking naps in flower gardens. I mean, they're called flower beds for a reason, right? My mom used to get really mad when I'd squish her flowers. She said I was free to sleep in the neighbors' gardens if I wanted, though. Pretty soon, she had the nicest, well actually the only garden in town. Oh my gosh, Lily, going around destroying other people's gardens. Wild World has that good pixel goodness. It does. I heard Flower Fest as I was leaving, and they reminded me of being 8 and stealing all my neighbors' flowers so I could win. Yeah, that's the way to win, because otherwise your villagers can totally steal that crown from you. Let's see what my pocket space is looking like. Oh my gosh. Okay. Never fails, no matter what game I'm playing. What I was going to do was I was going to fill my pockets with these like store-bought flowers and then like put them behind my house, and then that way maybe it'll boost my rating. Oh yeah, that's Amy's favorite, is Lily. Amy's been trying to find Lily like through the Nook Miles tours on stream lately, and I think you haven't quite found luck yet, but hopefully soon, Amy. Wild World was my second Animal Crossing game. Wasn't your first City Folk, Kimma? New Leaf was my first, but my husband got me all the Animal Crossing games. He was waiting that I'd like a game to buy everything. Oh, okay. That's kind of what I did with Pokemon. With Pokemon, my first game was Ruby and Sapphire, but after I played Ruby and Sapphire, I went back and played like Red and Blue and Gold and Silver. And I reset all my brother's old cartridges, which I still feel kind of guilty about. Like, I feel bad in a sense that, like, I did the equivalent of, like, deleting a sibling's Animal Crossing town. I deleted their, like, Pokemon data to play it myself, and I feel a little guilty about that. Gonna call it a night. Thank you so much, Moria, for the sub. Thank you for hanging out and being part of your evening, and I hope your evening continues to be lovely, Moria. Have a good one. Oh, it took you 90 Nook Miles tickets. I can really see why those are seen as currency. I think they're such big currency because you really need those Nook Miles tickets if you're gonna like hunt for someone, basically. Alright, so we're gonna slyly plant some of these flowers behind my house to hopefully boost my rating for the Flower Fest. We'll see if it works. I'll keep you updated if I end up winning the Flower Fest or not. And maybe I can go grab the other flowers now. I don't know. Do y'all think that'll work? Do you think it has to be in front of the house? Seeing everyone enjoying Wild World makes me want to go back and make a town from scratch. Yeah, well, it is very rewarding. I find that I still really enjoy like building up Wild World towns for aesthetics. Even without public works, you can still do a lot with like the pattern slots and just arranging gardens and trees, but it is a lot of maintenance. You have to water the flowers every day. Wild World was my first, City Folk my second, though I only played a few hours of it. Oh, you only played a few hours of City Folk, Andrew? I really enjoyed Wild World more because I could play with friends and could bring the game anywhere, but City Folk still holds a special place in my heart. I'm kind of surprised about that. City Folk actually had easier Wi-Fi connection. Like Wild World had this very antiquated Wi-Fi server where you could only do it through WEP connection, which wasn't as secure. And so I remember having to go out of my way to like have this less secure, antiquated connection for a while just so I could still Wi-Fi in Wild World. And yeah, there's a lot of talk lately that's been like popping up on my Discord about like this Ween fee. Like you can still technically Wi-Fi in Wild World, but I don't really have any interest in doing an Android hotspot or anything like that. I've kind of moved on from Wild World as far as like Wi-Fi in it. I have Lily in my New Horizons game. Oh, sweet. Didn't realize until the other day, but if you scan in the Sanrio amiibos, there are some really cute Sanrio posters. Yeah, I do actually have the Sanrio amiibo cards. I guess I'm not super into the posters because they don't fit my aesthetic for Athalia, but if anyone ever like kind of wants those, I mean, I think I have access to them. I have all the Sanrio amiibo cards. Oh, and I hope you had a good shower, Pika. Clocked the most hours in City Folk. I definitely clocked the most in New Leaf, I think. It took a lot of time to finish Citaloon, but Wild World is definitely number 2. I didn't own any console game in my teens or early 20s. I was working and going to school and struggling to pay rent. Okay, yeah. I went through like quite a while where I didn't play a whole lot of video games either, and that was mostly in like late middle school and early high school, and then once I was done in high school I kind of got back into video games again. But for a little while there you can almost be like too busy with school to do a whole lot. Much preferred the mobility. The buzz of the city didn't last long for me. Yeah, same for me. I really like the mobility, and City Folk really didn't add all that much. You know how some people think there's a prime age for falling in love? What do you think that age is, Sunshine? What should we say? 60s, teens, or somewhere in the middle? How long have you been playing? Oh, I've been playing Animal Crossing GameCube since I was pretty young. I think I even have a picture of kinda how old I was back when I played Animal Crossing for the first time. I can see if I still have it on my computer. But I've been playing in this particular town since 2011, if that's more of what the question was. But yeah, there was this one time in one of my like reminiscing streams where I even like went to the trouble to like share like what I looked like when I played Animal Crossing GameCube for the first time, and I think I have the picture pulled up here if y'all want to see it real quick. Let's switch over to the full screen. Look at that baby Amy right there. That was kind of what I looked like when I played the GameCube version, which I did by like looking at the date of the photo and then matching it up with like how old I would be when GameCube was out. But I'm showing off a Harry Potter like Hagrid's house Lego. And check out this over here, this like Nancy Drew this Nancy Drew game. I love this thing so much. I love the Nancy Drew computer games, but yeah, that's kind of what I looked like when I played GameCube for the first time. Let's switch back over to the Wild World overlay. Oh, okay, so New Leaf opened you to the Animal Crossing internet scene. Yeah, it was actually Wild World that did that for me, which is kind of unusual. Well, I'm gonna say like right in the middle because I feel a little awkward about this question. You can fall in love at any age. There's no ideal time for it. Oh, she says it was a solid response. Have you been watching those cheesy made-for-TV romances again? Oh, and hi Skylight Forest. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? I've actually haven't really shared it on stream before. I would rather not share the exact age. I think you can probably like pick up on like a rough idea of how old I am, but I'd rather not say the exact age. I'm in an active Wild World community. Oh, really? That's cool. It's nice to know that there's still people playing it out there. Get rolled. Man, I skinned my elbow and I've been picking at this scab all dang day. Once I started, I just couldn't stop. What's wrong with me? When it comes to houses, are you the bigger is better type? In general, but it is more work and more cleaning, more maintenance. You're pro style. If you called the shots, Daftily would be big time in no time. Oh, sure, Leah. Thank you. The way I cluttered the place gives it a subtle manliness. You think this is some manliness in Rold's house right now? Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm glad you understand. The people there are really nice after playing Wild World for a month. Playing Wild World a month? That sounds like a nice little community. There's even custom servers to connect with each other to sell turnips in other towns. Wow. That's lovely. Wonder what my turnip price is right now. Should we go check my turnip price? I never check it in Wild World because there's really like almost no reason at all for me to even have like a single cent in this game. I'm not really trying to buy anything. So it's unlike New Horizons where you're constantly needing money to like move stuff around and build inclines. Aw, 61 bells, not much at all. When I was around that age, I was really into calico critters. They were little animal figures that came all dressed up. Ah, I haven't heard of that, Kimma. It sounds cute though. I have a calico kitty cat. Is your house fully upgraded? It is. Rold and Benedict were your first villagers. Aw, that's sweet. It's fitting that they were both birds with your love of birds. Oh, Blathers is out of sorts. I think we heard that little bit of like Blathers drama the last time we streamed in Daftily. He's a little upset about Crazy Red's fake art. There you go again, talking trash about situations you know nothing about. Oh my god. I have to screenshot this. Have you looked into this yourself at all? Oh man, I was just kind of breezing through that dialogue. Apparently, like, I really offended Butch. Butch did not like that. I don't even know really what I was saying to him, but he did not like that at all. Okay, so this is the same dialogue. He says, I'll bet his sister dropped another bomb on him or something, and I think I said, yeah, probably, and he got really mad at me. What's he gonna say if I say no way? Well, what do you know anyway? Nothing. Sure, Amy. Thank you so much for hanging out today. We're just kind of messing around in Wild World. It's kind of fun to revisit this old dialogue. It's pretty funny at times. Butch is rude. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit, I don't know. This game, they did genuinely seem cranky at times, which they were definitely crankiest in the GameCube version out of like all of them. We all just want to be flowers and sit around getting fed. Aw. That's also what cats do, Bob. Cats basically just sit around and get fed, as long as they're house cats. I might be kind of shy, but after moving here, I talk to all sorts of new people. Maybe I should try going on a trip sometime soon. The crankies and snooties popped off in this game. They really did. Should I get the terracotta path or the wooden path permit? I guess it depends on the vibe you're going for in your town. If it's more elegant, I would do terracotta. If it's more wooden, like more rustic, I would do the wooden path. Oh, thank you, Walker. Yeah, there was this palette in Wild World called Palette 12 that kind of blended in with the environment, and it's really cool to see you don't have to do stuff like this anymore with New Horizons with the transparency. It was still kind of a fun challenge to do, though. And in fact, basically with that path that's like really popular in New Horizons right now, that's based off of Grassware, I mean, it really reminds me just of like how the Grassware looks in these older games. Like there's basically like tiles of that path that pretty much like look like this, basically. Were you always able to plant coconut trees on grass? You can plant them in the lower acres. Melba's still trying to haggle, even in Wild World. Nice doing business with you, Toasty. When I even think about flowers, I feel fresh and full of life. If you're feeling a little sluggish, nothing picks you up like some tasty sweets. I agree, Melba. What matters most is I have the right frame of mind to try new things. Alright, well this has been a lovely little visit to Daffodilly. I'm thinking about like wrapping up stream for the night, and thank you all so much for hanging out today, and I'll see you hopefully Wednesday for like that pattern making stream. I'm a little nervous about it though. We'll see if I call it off again or not, but I hope I can start to make some patterns Wednesday. And I hope you all have a great rest of your week. Just checking to see if there's anyone we can raid. We got raided by Dagnall the other day. Maybe we can raid him again. He's playing some Stardew Valley. Can go and say hi to Dagnall if y'all want. Oh no, my... Whenever I set this on my leg, it starts going out. But thank you all so much for hanging out today, and have a great night. See you next time.